everybody, welcome to the Sunken World Saga. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play live stream. Usually, I start this off by saying that we have 4 groups of 4-player characters, but that doesn't matter tonight. Doesn't matter, because tonight, 2 characters from one team and 1 character from another team are going to be led through an adventure by our Dungeon Master, Nathaniel Potts-Wells. Nathaniel?
Hey everybody, you may know me as playing the characters Aka or Jackson Pars. If you don't know me from that, you're watching the wrong teams play. That's a joke, but I'm also really good at Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, we have a nice little crossover adventure happening here, and so let's begin. Althea, you are walking through some green lands with the rest of the Lion's Hope, and you're listening to your uncle wag his finger and give you some lecture that you're really not actually paying attention to. And it seems as though he just suddenly stops talking. And you look over and see it seems as though he just frozen in time. His finger out, his mouth agape as he was speaking words. And then you look off a little to the tree line and you see Marcus frozen in the air and Aka standing on the ground with his hands up as he was just launching him up into a tree to grab a high up apple. And they are just frozen in time. And then you notice that there are these lights just appearing around you. They look like they are colorful crystals or gems, but they're made of just light and energy. And they start to appear around you, multicolored lights appearing around you suddenly. And then before you know it, the brightness takes over and you feel like you're in a white void. And then instantly you're in a dark void, and it's as if you are being careened through space itself, with the distant light of stars in the sky, everything a blur and a streak. And you all of a sudden notice there's some kind of a bluish green marble that you are flying towards, hurtling at a speed that you just can't even understand what speed this is. And as for the Sebastian and Sybil, you have a similar thing. As you are sitting around your campfire, you see 2 other members of your Thorns frozen in time. And you look over at each other, and you see at first the lights forming around your brother or sister. And then you realize that they're forming around you too, and these same gem-like, crystal-like lights are forming around you with their multicolors. And then you find yourselves arm to arm, hurtling through space like you're comets or rockets. And you see this 3rd streak of multicolored lights also hurtling towards it. And the next thing you know, you just feel almost like there's a crash around you. And light and dust and smoke just seem to explode from around you. And the 3 of you find yourselves standing inside of what looks like giant arcane circles, and also the incense and sounds of prayer and hymns. And you see a multitude of dwarves, some in robes, some in armor, one clad in a gem-studded crown and fur cloak, just standing around you. You also notice there's a couple of tall, slender elves in deeply gray covered hoods and robes. You can barely make out their faces, and a human also standing nearby. They all seem to be part of some kind of a ritual. And as the smoke of your collision into this place clears, you notice that you're in some kind of a large stone hall. And everything is gray and pretty plain except for the embossed walls that have been chiseled into the features of what look like ancient dwarves of some kind. And you hear a voice call out, "Thank the gods! Our prayers are heard. And you realize it is the dwarf wearing the crown and beautiful furs.
Sorry, where are we?
We prayed for the gods to bring us succor. And you must be it.
Bring a what?
And you see one of the elves pulls down their hood and revealing that they are beautiful with pale, almost pinkish hue skin. And they have long white hair. And you see that they are holding some kind of a spell that is getting some sense of you or trying to read what magic is about you. And he says they are sent from far away.
Oh hey there. The god sent me. How's it going?
I believe
Sebastian,
they
they did
have.
not send you.
I'm god sent.
You.
Sybil rolls her eyes.
We have all joined together, and
Thea also rolls her eyes.
we have all joined together to call for aid and asking for divine intervention. And you must help us. And you see this dwarven figure in all of his glory kneel down in front of you. Please, what are your names, you heroes, you godsend?
My name is Sebastian the God Sent.
I'm Sybil, his sister, and he's not a godsend.
She's learning my ways.
Althea rolls her eyes. Name's Althea. And what exactly are you needing help with?
You are in Falcrest Hold. This is an ancient dwarven kingdom, and we are besieged, both from the land outside and from beneath, into the oldest, most ancient of the mines that our ancestors used to dig. The beastmen come from the lands all surrounding us and try to assail us from the gates. And it's just now that you notice that there is the sounds of basically warfare happening outside of one passageway from this circular room. And-
Clang, clang. Ah.
Yeah. And from you can hear like rumblings also, like from the ground every once in a while. And from below us
That's a rumbling.
the Duergar, our ancient nemesis, have somehow gained power and found their way into our old cities. And they've threatened to take us over from below.
Well, you know what I say. Do or don't regard. There is no try.
And at this time, you hear the sounds of weapons and armors clashing and hammering just down that hall that you could hear the warfare coming from. And you hear a voice. Ben, why don't you give me a good, strong, like, prolonged grunt, like somebody putting a lot of force into something. Yeah. And you see this brown-haired, short-bearded dwarf come charging through. He has a shield up pressing this large turtle man creature against the shield, pushing it back with one arm, and with the other arm he is wildly swinging a giant hammer that is battering back some kind of a lizard person. And attached to this dwarf's back there seems to be some kind of a birdman that is trying to grab onto him and is trying to peck at the back of his head, but he is constantly ducking his head down, and he swings back hard with his hammer and smashes the skull of the bird on his back, and then swoops its side-armed, crushing the face of the lizard man. And then with that momentum, he sweeps the legs out from the turtle man. And then as it falls on his back, the hammer comes down and crushes it through its abdomen. You see just a spurt of blood. And Aldir, that is you stepping into the room.
My king,
Yeah.
I tarried as quickly as I could.
Aldir, even Morden has heard our calls.
Come I too
My
late?
nephew. Well, as you see, the beastmen have been against us for days now. We probably can only hold out for several more hours. And there are Dwargar living underneath of us that are bringing force up to us. Will you all take
Wait.
up our calls?
Everyone's attacking you?
It seems so. All of
I
the
didn't even
beast
know there
men
were
have
turtle people. Where do these people come from? Why are they attacking you?
used to live scattered, but they are organized and making horrible deals with other bad legions of people. I think they are in league with Jorgar, or maybe something even more heinous.
Sybil's just gonna think in her head, okay, Esnella, I guess this is something I have to do. Is this like a weird test of faith? And then
And you
Speaking up.
feel I'm sorry, I'm gonna, if you're okay with this,
Mhm.
Ben, I will speak for the entity she's talking to.
Sure. It's like an 8-year-old girl.
it's an 8-year-old girl.
You hear her say,
She's my god.
they seemed very desperate for help, and I know you usually help when good people need it.
Yeah. And out loud, Sybil's just gonna say, okay, I'll
And I-
help.
And I didn't feel safe leaving Sebastian without you there to take care of him.
You are right. You are right.
What's she right about? What? What'd she say? Are you talking in your head?
That you need somebody to babysit you.
No, she didn't.
Yes,
It's
you
all
did.
love.
And
I can
You
commune
hear
with
her.
my god. Can you commune with my god?
No, I
You
can't
hear
hear
her.
it. I just hear you.
You hear her tee hee hee very faintly in your mind.
I mean, I'm always down to help when help is needed.
Does
It will not be safe, I must admit, but if you were brought here under such dire means and by the will of the entire Pantheon together, you must have what it takes.
Don't worry about
Sure.
me. I can handle myself.
Yeah, I'm a dragon killer.
that's true.
Even with one eye, impressive.
Oh, the dragon took his eye.
Yeah.
So that's quite
Such a minor wound for such a feat.
I wasn't a flawless victory.
Well, he had a ton of help.
Aldir here is the finest warrior ever produced from dwarven blood.
You honor
He
me,
will be.
uncle.
You honor us to return and take up arms for our cause. Please, we must move on. We have a
Let's do it.
path that you may take that would bring us relief. And he starts walking down a different corridor that seems to lead in the opposite direction of where Aldir came from. And he says, you see, he shouts to the other men around. He's like, guards, you go and join the fighting against the beastmen. The rest of you, find the smithies and bring them now. It is time we open the way. And as he's leading, he says, though we are being sieged through the old mines, there is one way that we can get you down further into the deepest and oldest cities. It is not been used in a long time, and it has been sealed for longer than even my grandfather can remember. But if we send you through there, you can perhaps stop the Dwargar in their tracks and give us relief so that we may repel the beastmen instead of fighting on two fronts.
So I'm guessing the Dwargar are also more armored.
They are as armored as any dwarven clan. Their weapons sometimes cruder, but their ways are more sinister, and they have no love for anything, not even their own lives. They are dangerous at all times.
Okay, cool.
Well, I'm in. Let's do it.
You open into this dark chamber that you see some of the priest-looking dwarves start to light candles around the walls, and you see there's this giant outcrop. It almost looks like it would be a chimney or something, and it has this giant steel leaden plaque that is nailed against a wall, and it's just a plain gray piece of metal against stone outcropped wall. And then you see a bunch of burly armed men, a lot of them wearing smocks and other things that you would see smithies wear, and they are carrying tools. And he says, "Now, open the old chutes." And you see them get to work instantly, and it's as if they are working in unison. You see some of them move up to this plate and wedge 4 crowbars, one for each man, into just what little bit of gap this lead thing has. And then as soon as they wedge them in, they step away, and you see 4 different men step in and with one swing hammer them deeper underneath of the plate. And then as they step away, coming forward, you see 4 more swing with all of their might down, hammering forward onto the crowbars, and you feel the rivets rip from the wall slightly. And then they go and do this routine once more, and as they do it, you hear a colossal pounding of what must be hundreds and hundreds of pounds of steel just clad onto the ground. And you see there's a gaping hole in this wall. And he says, "This is where we used to send our refuse of the great war machines that we would build and the smithing that we would do. It will be heinous down there, but it's the only way to get behind them."
Well, I guess there's nowhere left to go but in.
Aldir puts his hand on his uncle the king's shoulder, leans in and says, "Tomorrow shall come." And then he heads down.
As you go to turn, he says, "Remember, Aldir, though the beastmen come for all good life, and we may not win this war, let them know that Falcrest is not where the dwarves faltered."
It is not. Come, God sent.
And you see that some of these robed priests, as he leaps out, one of them throws a feather. And Aldir, you are falling now through this basically black hole, but you feel that you are falling not too rapidly to hurt yourself, as they have cast slow fall on you.
Are they going to cast Feather Fall on us?
You see others with feathers held out and at the ready.
Oh, cool. Sybil's just going to jump down.
And as you do, you see one throw a feather out, and you begin to descend, but not unsafely.
Yeah, her eyes are still shut and she's screaming, but you know.
Hey, you. And I'm talking to Sebastian.
Hi.
Let's
You want to
save
them?
them.
Oh, save them? Okay, yeah, let's go.
Well, I was gonna say let's save these priests a spell slot and jump at the same time.
All right. On what? 1, 2, 3, go, or just 1, 2, 3?
Let's
When
go on.
Sebastian says go, one of the priests jumps and throws a slow fall on both of you.
Oh!
Well, you're just like, I feel kind of light.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Oh, sorry.
Jughead.
Yeah, and you both also start to descend. Also, being able to guide yourselves against the smooth walls as you are not falling at terminal force anymore, but you see these close-cropped walls of stone. Sometimes they whine, and it's like you're going down a dry water slide. Um,
Ugh.
it is pitch black, so any of you with dark vision could see the walls whizzing past you. The rest of you are, as you slowly bump into one of them, you realize you've been falling for many seconds, and those seconds build up. And now it's been a minute, and several minutes go by. And all of a sudden, you see just almost like the dimmest amount of light. It is as if there is a glow to this underdark world of, and you make it out as maybe it's some kind of metals in the wall, or maybe it's this refuse that you now see below you. It is as if it is a lake of oil that has little streaks of like rainbow colors in it. It is both black, and sometimes you think it's green, and then you think it's blue, and you feel yourselves rushing down towards it, and you touch down into this muck. And I will put you there.
By the way, I think we all have dark vision, right?
I do.
Yeah. The three of us are half elves.
And I do. I'm a dwarf.
Use your stone cunning.
I will not.
Do it. You're the first dwarf I've met. Use your stone cunning.
And there you all fall, and you feel the splash around you, and the smell is horrible. You realize that their refuse was sometimes biological, and they must have used this as a trash of all means kind of disposal.
Oh.
And you feel yourselves as you come in. At first you think, perhaps I should be swimming through this, and then you realize it's a little too solid for that. And as you start to work yourselves around, you realize that it is very difficult to move around in. It is almost like quicksand.
Mm.
Man, that smell is horrible.
Struggle not, friends. A cool head will get us out.
How deep in are we in it? Like, body.
Right now it would be like if you were wading, so it's around like your shoulders is where you're sticking out, maybe up to your armpits for some of you that
Oh,
are
geez, it's
lighter.
pretty high.
That's
So I'm gonna.
technically water.
It's hard to tell. It's very thick but viscous, so it's almost like landing in like a lubricant or something,
So if Ben's a dwarf, does that mean
or
that he's
jelly.
I've got my chin up.
fully submerged?
I've got my chin up. I'm 4'7". I'm pretty tall.
I mean, your feet are not touching any kind of hard ground right now.
I'm going to pull myself up as much as I can, like I'm trying to dolphin out of a pool, and I'm gonna pull out the magic carpet that I have and try to roll onto that.
Okay. Yeah, you lay the carpet out on the top of this viscous thing, and it seems to lay flat, and the magics that it usually works in seem to take hold.
Bing. And I'll pull.
Sybil's gonna like throw her hand up.
Yeah, I pull Sybil up onto it.
And how many people does this thing hold?
Then 3, 4.
Wait,
Not
How many
Stevia,
lions
I think.
does it hold?
oh, the
Yeah, it does not hold Stevie.
the magic
think
carpet holds up to 500 pounds.
Got room for one more up there.
Yeah, I pull you up. So that's probably 3-ish, 350, 3. What do you guys say that we are total?
Well, how much do you weigh?
I'm a slim, I'm a one. That's 127. I don't know what I am. I haven't thought about this.
Uh,
I'm wiry.
Aldir, do you try to get on it?
Nah, I'm 200 pounds, so
So you're not attempting to get on it.
no, he's not gonna.
How far is this wading water? Can I jump off out of this area and then let him get on?
And you said you all have low light vision or dark vision?
Dark vision.
Dark vision.
Okay, with dark vision, you can see that there are like stones floating at certain places, so it's hard to tell if like there's any ground there. So there could be some ground like along here,
Hey,
but there isn't any here. These rocks move as you all wade around it. But you do see there seems to be solid land up ahead over here, down to the bottom left.
Little dock down here, and I'm gonna bring my dagger and just cast light on it.
Okay. Let me give you an aura for that.
So I think it's bright light and 20 feet. No.
I think bright light is 15 feet.
Yes.
And then it's another 15 feet or 20 feet of dim light.
Oh wait, no. It's bright light and 20 feet, and then dim light for an additional 20 feet. So technically a 40 feet radius.
Sybil, I'm gonna go over there real quick, fly it over there, and jump off, and you go and pick up this dude. Okay.
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 I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on the three of us who are now out of the gross ass water.
You're like doing that to get the muck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sebastian hauls the or wheels the magic carpet forward, and you realize as the light is grazing across, it's still that rainbow effect, as if you were looking at an oil spill, becomes brighter and more intense. But you also sometimes see something almost like a dark tail or finger or something wiggle underneath and then disappear. Maybe it's like some kind of a muck tadpole that moves suddenly. You catch it every once in a while as you float across. Sybil was on the carpet, right?
Yeah, she's going to pick up our dwarvy boy.
Oh, sorry. How are you picking him up?
Or letting him.
I were gonna fly him over to I think where there's solid ground, and then Sybil will fly back for him.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I will
Okay, yeah.
slowly and calmly lift my hand up out of the muck.
Yeah, and you can, and Aldir, you can start to make some way. Basically, you can move 10 feet per turn is like kind of how it works in this. And you all get to this. It almost looks like the wall of old halls have just been so decrepit that they fell out, and they are so it's like the crumbling cobblestones have fallen out into this muck, and you see it's open to some kind of a dungeon or walkway in front of you.
I'm just gonna real quick cast mage armor on myself.
Okay.
So the spectral lion themed armor pops up around me.
Cool. And as you get to that area, the magic carpet just getting there, and you guys are about to load off, Aldir, you feel something kind of wrap around your leg.
You got.
Yeah.
And it feels as if it's slowly like corkscrewing around it. I need you to make either a athletics or a what's the other one? Acrobatics check, as something is trying to grapple you under the muck.
That is a 13.
A 13. You try to rip at your ankle, pulling your knees up to your chest, hoping to not let it get hold. But it seems that it is able to still corkscrew around your leg, so now half of your shin is wrapped by this.
Where is
Whatever
this
it is.
happening? Is this where Sybil is, or where?
It's Aldir, it's happening to him.
Okay.
My friends! Trapped am I. Leave me!
Leave. You just called us your friends, and then you said leave you? Can I see the tentacle at all?
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no, Aldir's lost. Even though he is still just swimming through this muck like he was before.
Our new friend's gone.
So
I
ends
can
the,
hear it. I
So
can hear him
ends
in my mind.
so ends the
screaming.
line of Cold Steel.
Okay, mechanically, is this considered water? Or would I
You have to
test
swim
that?
through it, but you get a basically your movement is going to be 10 feet per turn.
She's got like water abilities, so.
Yeah, no, that's not asking because I can walk on water, my dude.
I mean, if you want to use whatever lets you walk on water, then yes, you can walk on top of this.
I only have 2 uses per long rest right now, and I'm not sure if I want to use it on this dude I just met. Ugh. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Why not? Sybil her turtle ring lights up, and suddenly her features become more turtle-like.
Turtle.
Aldir, you think that a turtle man has appeared in front of you.
And she's gonna step onto the trash water and start walking towards him again.
Yep, you are walking towards him. I will say that you will have a -5 to your move speed because this stuff is, even though you're walking on it like you would water, this stuff is so viscous it's almost slippery as you step down onto it.
All right, that is understandable.
So you just have to be a little more careful with your steps, which slow you down a bit.
Okay. I'm gonna trudge my way to him.
As you're getting close to him, Aldir, you start to feel this thing tug down on you. As before, you pulled up and it just seemed to be wrapping on you. Now it seems to be tugging on you. And Sybil, you see this very thin, almost like a black cord, just stick out of the water, and it kind of wiggles around, and then it lashes out towards you. I need you to make an athletics check or a I already forgot what the other one is. Acrobatics check.
Acrobatics? Thank you for acrobatics. 24.
As you see it lash out, and it looks like it's going to try and grab you around your wrist, you pull away quickly, and with your other hand, you just smack the head of it. And it almost feels like just a cold, wet, slimy rope of this thing that shoots out at you, and you smack it away, and it retreats back into the water. Aldir, you are...
Did we see
feel
that?
like you're being pulled under, and now you are just barely keeping your chin above this muck.
Did we see the thing get pulled, like try and pull Sybil?
Yes, you could see it if you were watching that way.
Can I
Go ahead.
shoot 3 Eldritch blasts at the area that it went? Like that it pulled
Yeah,
back down to the water?
Sure, make your attacks for it.
So I get 3.
Yep.
At the moment. 1, 2, 3.
Awesome.
18, 27, 26. Do those hit?
Yeah, you see the first one you launch hits the thing just before it falls under the muck completely, and your other 2 chase into it, and you all can see these lion-like shaped energy that Althea shoots out that dive into the water, and you see little pops of their energy. And Aldir, you feel this thing start to loosen its grip on you, and you're able to pull yourselves back up to your shoulders, sticking out of the muck. But you still feel something wrapped around your leg.
Thank you, friend Althea. And can I try to break free, or do I need to wait until, like...
You can try and break free, yeah.
Okay. I am going to make another athletics check. 16.
Yeah, you basically just like reach down and start pulling it away, and you can feel your grip on it loosen its grip on you. And as you push at it, you manage to be able to. You can move basically that same 10 feet now.
I lean over to Sebastian. He likes to grunt, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. It's weird. It's. I mean, it's not weird. It's a choice he's making, I guess. But I don't know. It's just like it's always present,
pull your
you know.
axe.
Oh, you guys should run over here.
Sybil's going to walk back.
Okay.
Okay. As you start to move, you see another one of those whip out at you. Can you make another one of them challenges rolls? And Aldir, I need you to make another one too.
12 this time, not as good.
8, and I will use Indomitable and make it again.
Okay.
11. Fuck. Waste.
Aldir, you feel as you move to the spot that you are now, you feel another one of these things coil around your other leg, and you realize, shit, I didn't get all the way out of whatever this is, and there's more of it. And Sybil, you now, all of a sudden, you look down, and before you can move your foot, you see one peek up out of this muck and wrap around your ankle.
You?
I'd like to.
Do I have to make enough?
Yeah, you could do something, Sebastian.
I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force at it.
Okay.
And make it think that its tentacles are all tied together in a silly bow.
Okay, and it has to. What's your DC?
It is
0?
a-
Okay.
No, that's not true. It's a 14, I think. But let me make sure. 2 plus 4. Yeah, 14.
It fails. And you see these things that release their grip on your two companions here, and it's almost as you see other ones of these tentacle thingies pop up out of the muck, and it's almost like they're wrestling with each other, like they're trying to push each other apart and away from each other, and then you see them dive back under the muck. Sometimes you see them pop up in other places way back where you were. There's some over here. They just keep, it's as if they're fighting each other.
He just got Looney Tunes.
And while they're distracted fighting themselves, you all manage to get out of the muck and away from them.
Well, that was interesting.
Are you okay, Sybil?
I'm fine. This is really gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
Thank you,
Oh,
each of you.
And he looks like he was in some kind of overdone tie-dye. It's like all brown and black from the chin down.
Hey, let me help you with that. And I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on everybody again.
Yeah, you feel Althea's magic just wick away all of the muck off of you, and you feel pristine and shiny, though, down in this grim, dark area.
Thank you.
You can tell that the stones under your feet now are loose in this place, and you can smell, as before it had almost like an acrid gasoline smell to it. It was almost as if a dirty diaper was on fire in the middle of an oil spill. And now as you move, it becomes more and more musty as you climb up onto these stones.
Let us not tarry here. Our goal lies ahead. And I will pull out tomorrow my battle axe in one hand, my other hand still free.
Sorry, I think I called it a hammer before. I thought it was.
That's
My
all right.
bad.
It broke off when he killed the last one.
Okay.
Now, I shall go before thee. Your safety is my concern. I must get you to the end.
With Aldir's back turned to Sybil, Sybil's gonna turn to Sebastian and Althea and be like, "Oh," with like her hands, like she's so high, like he's so high, making fun of how high and mighty he is.
I'm gonna laugh. I'll laugh at that.
I'll laugh as well.
I thank you all for your aid. This is a dark time for my people, beset on all sides by enemies that would unmake us. I'm grateful to have made friends in our darkest hour.
All right.
And he turns back
when
and
he-
gives you all a genuine smile.
When he
So-
when he turns around again, I cast disguise self and make myself look like him, and then just go. "Ugh."
Are you all right? Are you hurt, Sebastian?
I drop disguise self.
While he's turned to Sebastian, I copy what Sebastian does behind his back.
Dark would my heart grow if any harm befell thee. Any of
Oh
you.
man!
And he looks at Sybil. And then he slowly begins to turn to look at Althea.
And I drop this guy's self.
Okay. Okay. So
Sybil pulls out her rapier.
yeah. So if you guys could do me a favor, the way I want to move through this is you can see the whole map, but I want you to move your tokens just 10 feet at a time, if you could, and we'll see that way if anything happens. And I want you, when you move, you say like, or I mean, you don't have to do it every time, but be like, I'm looking for traps, or I'm touching this wall, or I'm investigating this, that kind of stuff. So give me cues of what you're doing as you're moving along. And you have the choice of moving any way that looks like there's paths.
Yeah, I want to stick my head in this room, this chamber. See,
Mhm.
just look across it, see if there's any chance that something is moving on the other side.
You look and you don't see anything moving. Make a perception check, please.
Very well. This guy's from a different time. He's actually speaking very casually for the time period that he's from. 22.
We don't know that.
Okay, so as you don't see anything moving, you can kind of hear some kind of a thrum beat, and you realize it's coming through the walls and the ceiling.
Damn, that's a dank thrum beat, dude.
It's as if something very organized and with a steady rhythm is happening somewhere. You can't tell where, but it is close enough to be coming through the walls. And you also notice something shimmer over here in this square that I'm painting. It's as if all the colors of the rainbow, sometimes just in your peripheral, when you stare right at it, you see nothing. But as you turn your eyes away, you catch almost a glimmer. And then you look back to it, and then it seems as if nothing is there.
I put up my hand to indicate no one proceed past me. It could be dangerous. And then with that same hand, my left hand, I clench it into a fist. And then floating out of it, there is a bluish, silvery mage hand that will go to see if it can feel anything in that spot.
Okay.
I would like to say, even though Sybil is making fun of this guy, she's honestly just following his lead.
I'm just following your lead, so I guess I'm
All right,
following
stop
his.
letting me grab this thing.
I
want to-
face
That's why somebody needs to be you.
I face the
so that's-
genocide of my people. What a geek. What a nerd.
This circle is your mage hand. I said this circle will say is your mage hand, and as it gets to here, the dim light coming off of it makes that rainbow color almost kaleidoscope in front of your eyes, and it looks as if it is the most magnificent gem in the world is just sitting into the wall there. Just sparkling rainbow technicolors are bouncing off of it from the light of your ghost hand. And as Althea moved past this, you see it even get brighter, and at some points it's almost too much to look at when her bright light goes across it.
Can I send my raven over to that area? My familiar raven?
Sure, if you have it summoned.
Yeah, I keep my birds at all times. I got 2 birds, and they're always
With one stone. They're carrying a rock together as a team.
Yep, it's real cute. I want to get just a closer look through its eyes, so I'll send the bird over to the gem.
All right, it won't let me grab that. I hate D20 sometimes. Oops. Oh my god. Yeah, and you're gonna make it go up and like touch it, or just look at it?
Not touch it, just look at first.
And are you seeing through its eyes, or are you just letting it do it itself? And
right now, I'm looking through its eyes.
Yeah, you feel. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's bad.
You feel compelled to take it. So whether that is through the raven or by your own hands, that's up to you. But you feel the need to pick this thing up.
Kind of want that thing, guys. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go through there. I'm gonna go over there.
Okay.
Sybil's gonna quickly follow him.
As you step through, you notice that there are these lines of mushrooms that are about ankle high, and they seem thick and hardened, almost like they've petrified over time.
Mushrooms, you said?
Yeah, that's what these like lines of things are.
Okay, I'm gonna cast my mage hand. It's invisible, and I'm gonna use it to grab the stone. I don't want to walk on the mushrooms.
Okay. As your mage hand touches it, what's the AC of your bird?
Of my bird?
Yep.
Low. It is 12.
Okay. You see more ropey tendrils at first is what you think it is, but then you realize it's some kind of bulging slime itself lash out at your raven, and your raven jumps up quickly, dodging out of the web. And let me get this thing's token, and I need you all to click on your tokens, make sure you have them clicked on, and then you're going to roll initiative.
Wait until it's up. Okay, yeah.
Look at this guy, knows how Roll20 works.
My rolls suck today. And why is my name showing up like that?
Because I attached your name to the token.
Thanks, dude.
I enjoy it. I think it's cool.
It can sometimes be a little difficult with like how much visual space there is, but I think it's a nice touch.
OMG, the girls are going together.
OMG! I think you have a higher dex, so you would technically go before me.
Yeah, I'll just let you guys decide however you want to handle ties.
Right.
And you realize that this thing is not actually a stone at all. It's some kind of a moving object that is prismatic. It's in what light reflects off of it. But
So
it
does
is
that mean
some
my
kind of a slime monster.
Does that mean my compulsion's gone?
As it lashed out at your raven, yes, you lost your compulsion. You're no longer charmed by it.
But I have a question. Was he being charmed? Or
Technically, it's not charm. It's basically like a command spell, but it's very specific. So it's just something I made up.
okay, just making sure, because
All right. So which one of you wants to go first, Althea or Sybil?
Althea can go first.
I am going to. Do I see the thing?
Yeah, you all can see it right now as it lashed out. Its illusion of just sitting still no longer holds. So you realize it's some kind of a slime monster.
Oh God. Oh shit. Well, this is bound to happen at some point. And I'm gonna 3 Eldritch Blasts. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew.
Okay.
Ooh, one of those is a natural 1.
The 20 and 22 will hit.
Right, so that is just 7 points of force damage. And then yeah, I don't think I really have any bonus actions. Let me double check though. Sorry. Actions, bonus action. All right, yeah, no. Cool. But I think I will just go ahead and Misty Step right behind it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's 1 slot down. Cool.
Aldir blinks upon seeing that spell be cast.
Oh, you cast Blink?
No.
Oh.
I cast Blur.
You're like,
No,
I
just
can
kidding.
do something similar.
I can do something exactly like that. That's why he's so shocked.
Sybil, it is your turn. The monster has tried to kill the raven of your brother. You may be muted if you're speaking, because I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was muted. Is it just one creature
That's what you can see, yes.
so far? Okay. Sybil is going to evoke and say, Isnala, give me the strength to kill this thing, and cast Sacred Flame on the pseudopod. Has to beat a DC of 14.
Okay, and it's a dex save.
Yep.
It does not save, and it is hit by it.
Okay, it takes 19 radiant damage.
All right, and you realize as you hit it, the way that your radiant damage usually splashes through creatures when you cast the spell or over them,
Mm-hmm.
on this one it seems to absorb some of it. It does writher as if it's in pain, but it doesn't seem to be as effective.
Well, shit.
And just a
She
heads
says
up for
that out loud.
everyone, it is not going to give advantage on attacks made against it because of the, as that normally does, but it will give you a +1 to hit it.
Nice.
And Sybil is just going to pat her brother's shoulder and say, all right, your turn, and give him Bardic Inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sybil's just setting herself up to be disappointed in Sebastian because it's not his turn.
All right. So as Althea has come behind this thing, all of a sudden you see, almost as if part of its form just turns into almost like a fist-sized length that stretches out and tries to hit you across the head. That is not supposed to be an advantage, I apologize, but it is a 19 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. Does that make it
Ooh,
not hit?
I'm debating on if I want to waste the spell. Nah, I'll let it hit me. Let's see how hard it hits.
Okay. You'll take 13 bludgeoning damage and 14 acid damage.
Oh, it hits hard.
It hits hard.
Glad I did that. 27 points. Holy
And it's going to slime its way. You see it. It's almost as if it is rolling, like a rolling ball of gel.
I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
Um,
Roll to
My
hit.
dagger. Oh shit! I didn't put my dagger. I didn't put my dagger as one of my things. It's my packed weapon, so I'm proficient in it.
And you attack with
Is it-
charisma, right?
Yeah.
so it'd be a +9, right? My charisma plus my
Proficiency.
Yeah,
proficiency.
Yeah, just roll a charisma check and then add your proficiency to it.
20 plus 9. 26.
You hit.
All right, dope. And I'm gonna expend one of the charges. And oh shit, how much damage did it do? Ben, do you remember? Was it like 2d6 lightning, something like that?
No, I'm sorry. I haven't double checked on that. I'm pretty sure that it is 2d6, yeah. But I'm not
Okay,
certain.
okay. Well then, just for right now, it's 2d6 plus a dagger is a d4, right?
Yep.
Right, so there's 2d6 and the d4. Oh my god, man, I'm rolling really shitty.
All right. And what the 2d6 you said is lightning damage?
Nah.
Okay. And you see the lightning wither through it as your blade manages to just slip through the jelly of it. And it kind of wobbles as the lightning goes through, but then it continues to roll forward towards Aldir, and it will end its turn here.
Did the lightning seem to?
It seemed to do, regular damage to it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's its turn. Aldir, it's your turn.
Okay, I will cycle around it to put myself between everyone else and it. And then
Mhm.
I am going to let my axe fall 3 times. And I shout, "Tomorrow comes!" And I will swing thrice. So that is a 26 and a 24. I know that the 11 does not hit.
Okay.
13 slashing damage from the 26.
Okay.
And then from the 24, that is 10 slashing damage.
Yeah, and you've all witnessed tomorrow just like slice through this thing, and at first it leaves a gap, and then it slowly closes up, but the thing definitely was harmed by it. It's almost like T-1000 in Terminator 2, where like it'll get gashed and then it just reforms.
Yeah. Sick.
But you did do that 23 damage.
Okay. And that is my turn.
All right, and you all notice that as Aldir walked across those mushrooms to come around, there's now some kind of, it almost looks like pollen floating in the air in that space. And that's what the white ring represents. Sebastian, is your turn.
So he stepped in front of me. He said he was 4-7, right?
Yep.
Can I shoot over him onto this thing?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I'm going to take a shot with my hand crossbow at sharpshooter. I'll take the miss on that, and then I'll take my second shot with sharpshooter. 13. Is it a D8 or a D10 for inspiration?
Emmy,
So
what's your inspiration at now?
I think
I
it's
believe it's a D10.
I think it's D10, yeah. Because I'm
I
level
think
10.
so.
Or wait, is that the next level? Because I have 1 level in cleric. That's the one thing that always trips me up. I'm sorry.
That makes it a 14. That hits.
Oh, it does hit. Good.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, my rolls are so bad.
It's a
42
D10.
points. 42 piercing.
Do you know what gave it advantage for sneak attack?
It's in combat with Ben.
Okay.
Sneak attack is if I have advantage or if it's in combat with somebody else.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. So, wow, you see him just reach over. It's almost like he's using Aldir as like a like you're playing time cop, like he's hiding
Mhm.
behind him. Just sits up and shoots over his shoulder, and then does it again, boom, right over his shoulder into it, and you see it rip through this thing, and you see the light just like shooting out of it as the arrow or the bolt fires through it and moves through it. It is quite damaged, and that puts it at this much, and it seems to be losing its ability to keep its form. It slowly oozes off into spots and then has to retract its body back in. That's its version of being bloodied.
Dragon killer, bitch. And then I duck down behind Aldir.
Okay,
Dragon killer, bitch.
Althea, it's after you.
Alrighty. So I am just going to saw him go through the spores and it did weird things. So I'm probably just gonna stay where I am. And I'm gonna send 3 more Eldritch Blasts, I guess. 1, 2, 3.
They all hit.
So boom. Boom. Ah. Boom. Okay. 18 points of force damage. And then that's it.
Okay, so that'll take it down to This thing is in really bad shape.
Can I walk through like right here without touching the mushrooms?
You can try with an acrobatics check as you move.
Am I proficient in that? I am. All right. Yeah. No. Dope. I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
27.
All right. You can attempt to move through. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna move to over here.
You walk through and you manage not to scuff or hit any of the mushrooms, and you get through without releasing pollen. All right. Sybil, it's your turn.
Sybil's gonna call over to Althea and say, "Hey, lion girl, are you okay?" And cast a little healing word
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
for 19 healing.
Oh, that feels real nice. Thank you.
Sybil's just gonna throw her thumbs up and then just point her finger at the little mushroom pseudopod thing and cast a guiding bolt on it
Okay.
at first level, and that's definitely not gonna hit.
No, you see, you try to do the same thing. You poke around the corner and fire out your spell, and you realize, I'm not some kind of a gangster movie shootout person like my brother.
Damn, works so well for him.
I still think you're great.
Thank you. Sybil has just a tear running down her, one tear running down her face.
Anything else from Sybil?
No, that's the end of her turn.
All right, it's now this thing's turn, and it's going to... It's going to roll through here and over to here. And it's going to lash out at the crossbow person that has hurt it very badly.
Good luck. Oh wait, my armor class sucks. It's gonna hit me.
We'll see.
Nope.
I don't think a 10 does hit you. Yeah, it tries to do it, and you just duck out of the way very quickly, and as you see, it's moving slowly with its little pseudopods as it's barely keeping itself together. And then it's going to wriggle over here, so because it moved 5, 10,
Attack of
15,
opportunity.
20, 30. Yeah, you can do that.
All right. I swing my axe and I say, "You shall all be remembered as great." And I swing 28. 11 slashing damage.
All right. It is barely holding together as you scrape across its rolling form.
And it. Sorry.
And that's its turn. It is now the top of your turn, Aldir, and as it gets to your turn, this cloud of pollen seems to be spreading and growing. You feel it come over you, Aldir, but are you poison immune as a dwarf?
I think
Or
I'm
just
just
resistant?
resistant. Yeah.
All right, then I need you to make a or a Constitution saving throw.
Do I have advantage for being resistant, or does it just half the damage?
I think resistance just halves the damage.
Okay.
And I think you're immune to being poisoned.
Nope. No bless there. I'm sorry. That should be off. Oh, I didn't click it in that box. But 24.
Yeah, you manage not to breathe in enough to take any damage from this, but you can tell this poison is bad news.
Yeah.
And that it is poison, I should say.
I will move through Sebastian, and as I do, I cough and I say, "Move back, away," and I will come
Cover your mouth. Come on.
to here. And as I come to a stop, I loosen my grip on the haft of my axe so that it slides down and my hand is just below the blade, and then I hold out my mailed hand, my left hand, to it, and I lower my pinky. And you all can just see beneath my glowing... You can just see below my gauntlet this, blue glow. And then I will cast Ray of Frost at our boy here. 14.
That's a hitter.
17 cold damage.
Yeah.
Good job.
It's a hell of a cantrip.
Yeah, you feel the cold of the spell start to take it over, and it seems to almost harden. And as if this muck has been turned to straight ice, it then just shatters into pieces. But at the heart of it, you see still some kind of a rainbow stone that flickers over the lights that you all produce.
Okay. I can move my mage hand as a bonus. Oh no, I have to use my action to control my mage hand. So, that's my turn. I wave my axe and say, out of here. But I will be the last one to leave this area. So that's my turn.
Okay. You guys are technically out of combat, so feel free to do what you would like.
I can grab the stone thing. I'm over here already.
I'll use my mage hand to go and pick it up and say, "No need to risk yourself." So I will pick up the stone with my mage hand.
I'm gonna poof my bird back to me. Bird poof.
Yeah, you bring it to you, and it is a brilliant stone. It's almost like the Arkenstone in the Hobbit movies in the way that it does, but it's more of a prismatic color to it, and it has more sharp edges.
I feel something, all of the charisma of my character slipping away as I obsess over this.
No, you do not obsess over it, but it does seem brilliant and special. And basically, with this stone, once a day, you can cast color spray without using any spell slots.
Oh, that's cool.
At its base level.
Nice. I won't hang on to this forever. Sebastian, wait.
Nope. I'm in the shadows.
You're actually
Yeah,
in the
Sebastian starts stealthing through up ahead of you, and you see him slipping from shadow to shadow, tiptoeing away, making no sound. At some points, you were like, I lost him, and then you're like, oh, he's only 10 feet in front of me.
Don't worry, he won't really get too far.
You look in there, and you see the remnants of what used to probably be some kind of living quarters for someone, but everything is dust and ash and mold.
I go over to this computer.
You see him go over and put his hand on some strange contraption, and it says, "You have mail." That's how long this dungeon's been around.
And then you hear the
For 3 minutes, you just hear.
And then you hear my mom yelling, "Nick, get off the phone!"
Your mom's the BBEG in this.
You can tell that this is an old desk. It is quite dilapidated. There are a few drawers to it. What used to be a chair in front of it is now just like laid out almost like they're squishy, almost pieces of wood that this chair used to be made of.
Is this a bed?
Yeah, it used to be. Now it's just dust and mold.
So nothing to note in here. Just I'll do an investigation check on the desk.
Okay. And how does Sebastian investigate a desk?
I'd use my mage hand to just kind of rifle around and open drawers and stuff as I kind of like, just sit there and watch it do that.
Yeah, you rifle around and you do see there are some pieces on top of it that have held up. It's like they're made of stone or something, and you think they might be like paperweights, and one might have been an old pewter mug. As your hand goes to open up one of the drawers, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ugh. 8.
All right. You're going to take 6 poison damage as the dust shoots into your eyes and nose before you can react away from it.
I lean back to Sybil. Does he not know that?
And now there is this cloud similar to what came from those mushrooms forming inside of this room.
Can I uncannily dodge that?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm going to get out of that plume, and then I'll just cartwheel out of there.
Lady Althea, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Go for it.
You bear the sigil of a lion, and when you have cast some of your magics, I have seen them. Are you royalty? Is the lion the symbol of your house?
No. It's the symbol of my knightly order.
Oh.
We are the Lion's Hope.
That was pretty obvious.
I am honored to fight at your side, Lady Althea of the Order of the Lion's Hope. And you, Sebastian, Sybil, you bear markings on your face of a color. Is that due to any relation that the two of you have with each other, or?
It's a birthmark.
Yeah, it's a family thing.
Ah. Well, I'm honored to fight beside the two of you. I've known many dwarves who fight beside their brothers and sisters, and they are warriors who would fight to the bitter end.
Thanks.
That sounds more like Soren.
Aldir, can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, I can.
Hey, while he's doing that, am I systematically taking more damage from the poison, or do I feel like it went away?
As soon as you got out of the cloud, you're able to breathe normal and it doesn't hurt when you breathe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So as you step up to the lip of whatever room this is over here, all of a sudden you feel a shake to the ground. All of you feel it, and stones start to rain down, and this whole room that you were about to look into is now cut off by rubble stone that goes all the way to the ceiling.
Can we be like careful before we do stuff?
What's that?
That was
She
in
said-
character.
Careful before we do stuff. Can we make sure
Yeah, that sounds like
that
me.
nothing's gonna kill us?
I just step up next to her and I look at her and I say, "Oh, man,
I'm not a man.
Brothers.
I'm a boy. Got him. Right, Aldir?
Well, you seem a man to me. I thought that I understood Elven age and customs, but I might be wrong.
Dude.
We're half elves.
Ah,
I'm also
As you're-
happy."
As you're coming around this corner here, you can kind of hear sounds better. It's no longer just a thud beat through the walls. Now you can hear echoing from away the sounds of hammers striking steel and
Which direction?
wheels creaking and chains shaking and clattering.
Okay.
Further up, as you can hear it coming down this hall you're about to turn.
Okay.
It
I
is
think
not immediately there, but that you can hear faintly these sounds, but they are rolling through that way.
Guys, let me sneak ahead.
very well. And he grabs Sebastian before he can leave, and he says, "Go with the grace of the elves and the courage of men." And then, claps him on the chest.
Ow. Jeez, dude, I'm not wearing, metal armor. Chill.
Apologize.
Like, you have, a gauntlet on. That hurts, dude.
I'm used to fighting beside dwarves. Forgive me.
Yeah. I'm used to fighting beside people that don't fight me. What do I see
Not
in this room?
physically.
You see. Oh wow, I zoomed out somehow on accident. You look in and you see that there is some kind of light coming out of what seems to be almost like a vent in the top corner. It's like where the wall meets the ceiling here, and it is a yellowish orangish light that's coming out of there. And you notice that some of that sound you were hearing is coming through there. There's a table here. The table seems to be much sturdier than that old room you were looking in. It looks like the chairs would hold somebody, and that the table would hold weight to it as well. Maybe not much, but some.
Guys, that room's clear. I think that the noise is coming through a chimney type thing.
Very well.
Let's go.
Proceed.
Oh, by the way, Sybil's turtle thing wore off long ago.
I just make a comment to Sybil. Do you think it's weird that they have this beast man problem, and yet here we are with animal assemblage with both of our magics?
Animal what?
Assemblage.
Oh, you're talking about
Like-
his birds? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. His birds, your turtle, my lions.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know.
Oh my god. Speaking of birds, so my soul bond of the sky, Pip, she stays in my pauldron? My hummingbird? Is it with me?
You go to check, and she doesn't seem to be there with you.
Oh no, Pip. Oh shit.
What's going on up here?
So yeah, as you come in here, you see another up here, and that's in a similar position along the wall, right at the crest of the ceiling. There's a very thin slit with a little bit of sound and light coming out of it as well.
Do you know what that is, Aldir?
Do I know what that is? God.
It does seem to be some kind of a like ventilation system, not like one that's it's not meant to move like toxic air or anything like that. Like it's for just like keeping airflow throughout these things, and it must be part of the original design of the dungeon. Back when it was the old city.
Pushed air through the old city.
Ah.
Kept it from growing stale.
All right, I'm gonna go through the vents then.
What?
Mission Impossible. Dun, 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 dun.
Do not.
Can you get about an inch thin?
Fuck. Oh wait, yes, I can. I cast minor illusion.
You see a two-dimensional version of Sebastian start to wiggle its fat head through that thing, and then it goes through. It looks like something that would happen in the movie Drop Dead Fred.
Nice. That's why they call me Flat Sebastian.
Did you see that I just? Did you see
Yeah.
that I just put that in? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aldir is going to proceed forward cautiously.
Yeah, you come through here and you see a circular staircase that it's made of stone and seems to be pretty free formed here in this corner. And you see a decent amount of light and a lot more noise coming, and you look up and there's a grate overhead of this space here. About the same width as this, design that's drawn in. And then you see there are a few supplies, both of them smithy supplies. There seems to be some cartwheels that are being made, and there's an anvil and some ropes and chains.
Yeah, this is my kind of room.
Oh, Lady Althea, please take
What?
this. And Aldir will hand one of his healing potions to Althea.
Oh no. Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
Very well.
Thank you though. Don't want to seem ungrateful. Appreciate it.
It is I who am grateful for your aid in freeing my people.
We haven't done. Yeah.
So as you step under that grate up where the light is coming out, you first see the shadows form, and then you realize there are feet walking across it, and you hear the sound of. Do any of you speak either Dwarvish or Undercommon?
Oh, I speak Dwarvish.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
I do not.
Not me.
Then every once in a while you hear a Dwarvish command being yelled out, but then otherwise you sometimes hear words that you don't understand, but they're usually like move it or keep up, press harder. Those kind of, it almost seems like something a middle manager at a factory would be yelling at his poor employees.
The Duragari are ahead, I believe.
Are the stairs going up or down?
They go up.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
go
it
up.
sounds like
Why did we jump down?
it looks like that's going to lead up right into them then.
I'm turning off my light on my dagger.
I will go first.
Well, I mean, I can turn myself invisible and head up.
I'm going to cast Shadow Blade.
Lady
Not
Althea,
at the moment.
if you believe, yes, if you would like to scout, get our surroundings, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna use my second hacked magic schlock. Cast invisibility on myself and do up the stairs stealthily.
Okay. Can you roll a stealth check just in case?
Do I get it with advantage because I'm invisible?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. 16. Oh, God.
Okay. As you wind up and you realize it's actually a little higher. It's you realize the distance between ground to ceiling of that last room you were in is about 2 stories high. So you walk up about 2 flights of stairs worth of circular stairs, and you come out into an opening. You see that there are orange lights glowing because there are smithies working forges all around you. Not all around you, but in areas up ahead. And you see the motion of these like gray-skinned dwarves with very little hair but long white beards, some of them sometimes having orange beards, pushing carts, and you see some of them swinging hammers down towards anvils and sparks flying, and you see them dragging each other and constantly barking in some weird languages to each other.
So question, invisibility says when you cast a spell, you drop it. If I were to do the message cantrip back to my friends, would that drop my invisibility?
I'll say no, not that one, since
Okay.
it's just a simple cantrip.
So I'm gonna point back in the direction of I was gonna say Aldir, but I think he walked away. Ben did.
You could always just type what you were going to say in the chat.
Yeah.
So we can see it.
So what do these Drogon look like? No, I don't know if I spelled that right.
They are
Oh, you're here.
dwarves of. They are the color of ash. Their eyes often lit like flame, or the color of blood.
Are you monologuing? What's happening?
I
Because
was-
it's a message. It's a joke because you're doing a message. You just broke into a monologue, Sybil. What's going on?
I think it's a spell.
Ah,
I think they're up here. I send the message back again.
Very well.
Should I engage?
Wait for us. We are
How many?
almost-
How many feet were the steps?
About 15 feet.
Oh, dope. So, and how many Drogar are up here?
Make a perception check real quick.
Okay. Not at advantage, so switch that back to normal and go with perception. Ooh, not my strong suit. Ooh, 18.
You were able to see 3, like physically with your eyes, but you definitely heard at least twice that many past where you could see, because there were definitely 2 directions that you could go once you got up to that level, and it seemed like a much bigger and much more stable kind of place than down here.
Okay. I can see 3, but it sounds like there might be 6.
We shall aid you. Hold a moment.
should we go up?
We should go up.
All right, let's go up.
Cool.
We'll
Are we
see
going
where-
up sneaky or loud?
I do not want them to rush Althea, but I worry that I am not the quietest.
Is there a box to hide behind? Or like a rock or something?
No, as you peeked your head around the stairway, it's actually pretty not much in the area that the stairs are at. So it's pretty open. There's nothing to hide behind, and there were a few of these gray dwarves pretty close to the stairs.
If I like duck down under this, like back into the lip of the stairs, would they not see me?
Well, you're invisible, so they probably won't see you in general.
Well, we're gonna cast a spell. It's on myself, not on them, but I want to make sure
I mean,
I can be head in.
If you dip down into the stairs, then yes, you can do it without them seeing you.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna dip down, and as soon as Well, I'm gonna dip down, and then I'm just gonna cast my storm mantle on myself,
Okay.
which raises my AC by 2 for and I want to say it's an hour, maybe 2 hours.
It's an hour.
Okay.
It's an hour. Dope. I actually forgot to put the duration on here.
I go up the stairs.
All right. Sebastian comes up the stairs. I'm gonna just put all of your tokens down just to make it easier for later. But you know who's up there and who's still down the stairs.
And I cast Shadow Blade as I step up the stairs.
You do what?
I cast Shadow Blade. I posted it before, but then I said I'll cast that when I move up the stairs.
Gotcha. All right. And as you come up, you see that there are dwarves walking in front of you. They seem 2 are walking up north this way, the top 2, and the bottom one is walking down this way. And your eyes are just peeking over around the stairway.
Okay.
Aldir.
Yep.
You hear the stomps of the heavy, strong boy dwarf of chivalry accidentally pounding on the stairs and armor scraping against the wall, weapons clattering together as they're coming up the stairs. And you see these Duergar just all of a sudden shoot looks over at you, and
So
they see
many-
you, Sebastian.
Oh, okay. So that breaks my stealth immediately. I can't throw an attack.
You can make a surprise attack since you see them do
Yeah.
that.
I was trying to do that. Yeah. Nope, doesn't hit. Awesome.
Actually, it does hit.
10 hits.
Yep.
45 damage.
Holy Jesus!
Are you doing it to the closest one or to one of the others?
Yeah, the first person I see.
Okay. Your shadow blade goes out and just obliterates this dwarf before it can even make a sound. You're not even sure if that one even recognized you like the other ones before you hit it with this thing, and just rip out its chest.
Did I just murder a child, Nathaniel?
No,
Okay,
an old
good.
man.
Okay, good. An old man. He
And
was gonna
here-
die.
The other 2 go, infiltrators! Well, that's what you hear, Aldir, but the rest of you just hear, it's Greek to you. And they shift and move towards you.
I did not get a map change. Should I have?
I did not either.
I am so very sorry. These you killed one. I took them off the map. These other 2 are moving towards you.
Got it.
This map is so
I love it. I think it's a
I'm
great
trying to
size.
go around to find
You feel vindicated?
Do you want to go in the turn order now?
Yes, please. And just a heads up, you look and you see these are workers, not warriors so much. So while they all have some kind of weapon on them, they're not armored at all. And they definitely don't seem like they're going to be the most keen fighters.
natural 20.
Cool, easy kills.
24.
Wait, I said we're using the same initiative.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
You asked, and I said
yeah.
yes.
Well, I said, are we going into turn order? And I just thought that meant roll initiative.
Oh, I'm sorry.
name.
I corrected
Is
Matt. Sebastian had 8, the gals had 15, I had 12.
There you go. Oh, I can't correct mine.
I wrote them down.
Sorry, it's just easier if we don't have to roll every time we go. to
You're
combat.
absolutely right. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Wait, why did mine disappear?
I think
It
Nathaniel's
shouldn't have.
changing them.
Oh.
You should be on there. Can you not see your?
Mhm.
We can't see them.
Sorry.
I'm gonna let my dogs outside.
Well, I can see them, so for now, that's all. Sybil, it is your turn. You're just down. It would take you, each of you, it's going to take one of your movement squares 5 feet to get off of the stairs and up to the same level.
Okay. I guess I was still downstairs. I don't remember. I just sort of assumed I moved.
I
with
just
the
said
group.
you're 5 feet from being on this level, all of you.
Okay. I'm going to move up the 5 feet, I guess. Stop where I am, and then see this worker man. And I am going to cast. I'm just going to cast Sacred Flame again. See if that maybe does anything.
Okay.
Has to be at a DC of 14.
Sorry, I clicked it. It's taking a moment to load in.
Dang it, he does. No damage.
Yeah, that was lucky. You see it come, and he just ducks down onto the ground. Which one did you throw it at the closest?
Yeah. Got him pulsing on.
Yeah, and you see he's now on his like knees and hands, like on all fours, basically, as he ducked to get away from that.
God. I feel bad about this now. Ugh. And Sybil is going to like grimace, and with her facial muscles flexed, she's going to give bardic inspiration to Althea.
You'll facial flex.
All
Yeah.
right, Althea, it's your
I
turn.
flexed.
Leia gives a little shiver and says, "Oh, that felt nice."
You all hear the footsteps of more approaching.
I'm gonna hop out of the steps and get like over here. Actually, no. I'm gonna get like here.
Okay.
And which way does it sound like they're coming from?
All directions, both directions.
From both directions. All right.
Yeah, both from here and from around that corner.
Then I am going to, because I don't know how many. I am just going to Eldritch Blast. One at old man on his knees. So 17 hits.
Yep.
Oh man, for just one freaking force damage. Jesus Christ.
You plow him on top of the head with one of your lions, and he dies.
Then the other two are going at Homebrowski far away. 19 and 21.
Both hit.
4 and Jesus Christ, another freaking one. 5
You
points.
see, as they both land, you can hear his ribs crack under the force of both of the lines coming from both sides, and he crumbles to the ground.
Is he dead? Oh. Wow. This is.
Are they all this old and frail?
I told you they're all workers, not fighters.
Ooh. I guess I'm going to get right here. Oh wait, can I? So it's 5. Oh, that's 40 feet of movement. So I definitely cannot go that far. Because I only have 30 feet of movement. So I guess I will be. Why can't I not click? There we go. Right there.
Okay. Aldir, it's your turn.
Am I 10 feet down from the top of the stairs? Because Sybil was 5 feet down. Sorry, I was muted because of my dogs. Am I 10 feet down from the top of the stairs?
No, you're 5 feet from being on this level, so you got to use 5 feet of movement to be on this level, and then you can move wherever you want with just that.
Okay, then I come to the top using 5 feet of my movement. I have 20 left. Where do I... where do I hear more Duragar coming from? Do I need to make a perception check to do that?
You and your companions hear them coming from both sides. So there's from around this corner, you hear more footsteps and yelling, and from down here, you hear footsteps and yelling.
Okay, I have got.
And you see the 3 dead bodies in front of you.
Okay, and when I see them, I notice that they are not wearing armor. Correct.
That's correct. You can see that they're clearly been working and are not laden down by any kind of armor.
Gotcha. Then Aldir says, "Wait, these are not warriors." And I will cast Misty Step, appearing right next to Althea. And then, with my other movement, I will come here and take up a defensive stance in this doorway. Do I see this Duragar at the other end? Or is he obscured to me?
You do. And he's charging up that hallway with a ball-peen hammer in his fist.
Ho! Stop! My quarry is not with you. I wish only to cease this fight, to end this war. You need not throw your life away for your masters. And that is my turn.
We will throw you away to the master.
Well, okay, I do want to ready an action. I want to ready an attack if somebody attacks me.
Okay. Understood. Sebastian, it's your turn. Again.
Sybil, do you,
Yeah.
are we fighting these dudes? What are we doing?
I don't know. I don't really just want to kill, workers.
Yeah,
But
but
at the
we've
same time,
we see me trying
Also-
to not kill people. That doesn't really work.
yeah, I realize that. Maybe I don't know what to do. I guess you know what? Honestly, she's gonna put her hands together and just. I can't. It's not my turn, but when it's my turn, I think she's going to take her action or her free action to pray to Esnella for guidance.
I'll move my turn in the initiative to after. Well, I guess I'm the last in the initiative. I'll go over here, and I'll just ready myself for if somebody gets close enough, I'll attack.
Okay. You hear more footsteps moving, and Sebastian, you see around the corner 2 other door guards running from that way.
Do they have armor on?
They do not.
Oh, fuck. Well, I said I'm doing it.
And before it's your turn, Sybil, this one is going to charge up. You can take your swing if you want, because he's going to swing at you with his hammer. Aldir.
Yeah, and I did not clarify, so I'm okay with you ruling either way, but am I allowed to declare it non-lethal here now?
Sure.
15.
All right, make that hits. Make your damage.
12.
You hit him with the flat side of it and make him smash against the wall, and he unconsciously just drifts down onto the ground. I'm gonna set him off to the side. That means he's in that hallway, but he's passed out.
Yep.
And as your axe goes showing, you hear this one in some kind of another language say something in shock, and then you hear them say tomorrow in Dwarven, and he runs back this way. Or, sorry, not that way, this way. And now it is Sybil's turn.
Free action. I'm going to pray to Esnala to ask, should I kill these workers or this feels like a morally gray area. That's why I'm coming to you.
What's her feelings on the idea of fighting death and stuff like that?
So Esnala is the goddess of rebirth. So Sybil has no issue killing if she feels that it is they are a morally corrupt person and they're going to hurt other people. It's better that I take them out. So a guardsman who's going to kill another dude, who would kill to protect a lord, she would be willing to kill him.
Okay, and then she will
But
say,
just workers
"From what I
in an
can,
army is something that
from what I can tell, they're pretty bad people. I don't know, the ones that called for the gods were pretty. They're really good people, and their passion was really strong. So I imagine that these must be somewhat of an antithesis to them. But I suppose all life can be sacred.
you know what, that gives me enough of an answer. Thanks.
You get a sense that she's telling you
Yeah, you can kill him.
it would be okay if you killed them. We're not going to be mad, but also being nice is a good thing too sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. I can't. Do I have to? I guess I'll use my movement to run around and run to this. Dang it. For some reason, my trackpad, unless I forcefully click, thank you, it will not move. It will not choose to select something. So she's going to run up there. I believe. Wonderful. Can I see around that corner, or am I not within line of sight?
Well, that's a good question.
I don't think
You
I
would struggle to
am.
see, but you can move over a little bit. Like you had the movement that you could be just to the right and be able to see him. Like
Okay.
you were able to slightly see him to path where you were.
Okay. Well, actually, I don't think I'm going to do that. I am going to cast Flame Blade and give myself a fight. I'm going to turn. That's just like for hitting, but it's just pretty much you cast a very fiery thing. There's the description. You cast a fiery blade, so her rapier is going to burst into flames.
Okay.
And so that'll be my action. And is anyone hurt? I don't believe so.
Mm-mm.
Just so you know, technically that could be a bonus action, but I'm okay with you using it as an action.
Oh, it is a bonus action. I'm just going to use it as an action.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right.
I did have a triggered attack when he got into my range, so I'm gonna hit him.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. It didn't do it. It might do it twice here. I'm sorry. 14.
That hits.
Just 16. I don't think it's sneak, right?
Probably not, but 16, still your bolt goes through him and you hear it clatter on stone behind him.
This is actually my sword. My psychic
sorry,
sword.
yeah. Your psychic sword does the same thing.
Is this adding on the because this is dim lighting, correct?
At some points they're bright and at some point it's dim throughout this whole level.
All right, I have advantage when I'm in light. Either way,
he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was your reaction from holding your last action.
Mm-hmm. So that was on Sybil's turn.
So now it is these things' turn. They're gonna.
Oh wait, no.
Bunch up here.
Me and Sybil went at the same time.
Yep, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I know that he went down this way. 1, 2. Actually, I did want to try something. Just because these are old people. It's kind of like if everyone's
they're
against
not old. They just look old because they're dwarves with white beards.
Well, I know, but if everyone's against you, are they the problems or are you? And I'm debating on doing detect thoughts on Aldir. Feels a little skeptical. I'll hold off.
All right, let's speed this up, guys. We're running out of time.
Yeah. 10. I'm just going to run this way. 15, 20, 25, 30. And I can see him.
Yeah, you can see that he is running away.
He's probably going to get help. So, I'm just gonna follow suit, and can I non-lethal Eldritch Blast?
Sure.
All right.
That's
13 for 7 points of force damage.
Yeah, you hit him in the back, and you hear him saying things in languages you don't understand, and he flies forward onto his face, unconscious.
Well, I guess that's that. I can't see that other guy, can I?
I don't believe so. No.
Yeah.
But you hear some down that way.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Aldir, it's your turn.
Ericksons, are you all safe here? May I support Lady Althea?
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you want us to follow you guys too?
The choice I leave to you, but we must proceed. We have not much time. Fight well. And
Okay.
I will
I think that means we should go.
dash 1, 2,
I don't
3,
know.
4, 5, and then I will dash 1, 2, 3, 4. Assuming I can see him, I will dash towards. I will use my last bit of movement to move towards him. So I will
Yeah,
use
and
my
you hear
turn.
him hollering down at these other ones across the way from him, and he seems to be holding some kind of a lever, and is screaming in a language you don't understand, but in Dwarvish says, tomorrow. And he seems frantic.
And I shout again, surrender! This need not continue! And I shout it in Dwarvish.
Right. And he responds, leave us alone, devil. Devil with tomorrow.
Throw down your weapons. Let us through.
He drops his weapon, but he holds on to that lever that he's holding on to.
That is my turn.
Okay. Sebastian, it's your go.
Which way do you want to go, Sybil?
I think we should maybe join up with him. It might also be worthwhile getting on Chandler.
Yeah. I mean, we can definitely. I throw Chandler out as my bonus action. I'll make my sword.
Ooh, what if we?
Go ahead.
Well, Sybil can't see this entire map, but I was thinking we could just loop back to them in this like main atrium area.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I say we follow.
Say ooh.
I'll put Chandler out and like unroll him and say I'm not gonna fly right now. And then I'll bonus action my sword back and run over here.
Okay.
To this spot.
All right, and these three break and start moving down this way. And then it's Sybil's turn.
So you left Chandler unfurled for me to get on?
Yeah.
Cool. Sybil's gonna step on to Chandler. Bing! And he starts flying.
All right, what's the fly speed on it?
It's 30 feet.
30. Okay. Using her action, she's going to will it 30 feet over here.
Okay. And I'll say you can pull him up with your like action.
Cool. That's what I'm going to do.
You were planning to do.
Yep. And I give him control again of his magic carpet that he wanted so much.
All right. It is
bonus.
these go, and this one. Oh, sorry. Bonus action. Go ahead.
Oh, no bonus action. I didn't have anything. Sorry.
Okay. This guy who wouldn't let go of the lever is standing there staring at you with a scared look in his eyes. And these four are going to run up, and you can see these are still wearing aprons and smithing gloves, but they run onto this wooden plate here, and he yanks on the lever, and it's like a door that just opens at an angle, and you see them all just slide through and disappear. And then he hops down in, and as he lets go of the lever, it shoots back into place, and this wood trap door just like thump, comes right back up completely.
Weird.
Althea, it's your go.
I guess I'll just. Why won't it let me? Oh. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 25, 30. I don't see anybody.
Nope.
I did hear people.
Yeah, and you heard the clatter of wood against stone, and some dwarves yelling at each other. That's it.
I'm just gonna go 5. I'm just gonna dash into the room.
Okay.
10. Oh my gosh.
That's the furthest if you go in a straight line.
Right here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look around.
Yeah, you look up and you see these three that were running that way, and you see them skid to a stop and like kind of look at each other like not knowing what to do. And now it is Aldir's turn.
All right, and I am going to use my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then seeing Althea look beyond, I will dash to here. I will put Tomorrow like facing the ground, and in Dwarvish I will say, "Throw down your weapons, and we will move back from the platform, and you may join your companions. We seek only to proceed."
All right.
And that is my turn.
All right, Sebastian, it's your go.
Sybil's before me. Oh, Sybil.
No, you're last.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Everyone was before you, and now it's your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It was very sweet.
9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'll dash and bonus action dash.
All right. You see whipping around the corner on a magic carpet ride. These two swing into the room. All right. It is these Grey Dwarves' turn, and you see they look at the axe, they look up at Aldir, they drop their weapons, and they go around these corners. And you see two of them poking their heads out just far enough for their eyes to watch what's happening.
I will move back. My companions as well.
All right. Just leave us, devil. They say in Dwarven. And now it is Sybil's turn. You guys in this room now, you can see there's 4 ways. Down this way, there seems to be places on the ground where it's like these guys have been like sleeping on just bedrolls on the hard ground. And that they were definitely smithing. They've been letting molten steel come through these pipes and have been working on different things. You see weapons laid about and other different things that would need to be used for warfare, basically. A few armors, a bunch of shields, parts that are made for contraptions, things like that they're making out of metals. And to the right, you came from there, down to up north, you can see that this is also a place being reused for crafting and holding supplies. And then down below you, you see a very broad staircase with though old and dirtied up, it looks like it once was a very soft velvet carpet that leads to the stairs and down the stairs. And you can see just barely, you can make out some kind of an old statue of a dwarf. down that way. And it's back at the top of the order with Sybil. If you wish to remain in combat, or you guys can just choose to leave them alone and get out of here.
Dear, what do you think we should do? I'm thinking we just go, since they're so scared of you and that hammer.
Aye. We make for the stair. That seems the
Okay,
logical way to
cool.
proceed.
Okay.
Because, like,
You guys make your way down the stairs, and you can see that there's braziers lit the whole way, and it is magnificent stonework. And as you go deeper down, you see more and more of the statue, and you realize it's a part of the wall. And there are many statues of these dwarven figures holding weapons and wearing armor and looking regal in every way. But you also notice that all of them in their faces seem to have been defaced. And as you come down, it has these sloping stairs that come into the center of the room. And inside the center, you see this almost boiling, it looks like a pit of acid. And there is a throne up on one end of this room. And on it, you see one of these gray dwarves, one that is definitely old, unlike the others who were just that dwarvish middle-aged looking all the time. And he seems to be wearing this extravagant cape, and he has this mantle that's seems to be part of the cape and part crown that comes peeking over his head. And he stands up, and you notice that there are two Duergars, well armored, standing next to him in just gray iron weapons and shields and armor. And as the man stands up, you see all three of them just transform into much larger versions of themselves. And I will move you all to that field.
Yeah, I think the rest of them hung back for a second.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna let Sebastian walk forwards. That way, it didn't seem like anything was weird. Because Sybil and I have been hanging to the back a little bit.
well, I'm on the magic carpet with him.
Oh.
Right.
So we're package duo right now.
Technically, I wasn't on the carpet. I said I had stayed off it.
You never got on the carpet? I thought you
Yeah.
got on. Oh, okay. Sybil hangs back.
I'm gonna whisper still. Something seems off. I hear this voice in my head, my uncle's voice saying it's all about facts and math and things adding up, and something seems off. You know, it's talking about the Drogon like they're these fierce warriors, and these were old workmen, and they seemed like they were fighting more out of being scared of him. And also, it's just, I mean, you have to think at some point, if everyone's against you, is it you or them that's wrong? Something seems off.
Yeah, I was also thinking that, like, I prayed to my God, and she said that, I mean, it seems like they're pretty bad people, but she's not going to hold it against me if I kill them. But still, I would feel bad. I'm kind of glad my first spell missed. Why are they so scared of the thing it's not like they're even exactly scared of him. They're scared of the thing he's holding. It's like it has too much power.
I have a spell that can let me see into someone's mind. Do you think I should try it?
But I mean, wouldn't he know?
Sorry, it cut out. What did you say?
But wouldn't he know?
I mean, he would only
I mean, there's a chance that he might know, but there's also a chance that he might not.
Hey, Aldir, what's in here? Oh shit, these are big ones.
Hold back.
Oh god.
Oh my god, what's happening?
You're gonna need a lot of beard oil.
We go through a lot of it, I'll tell you. Tell you what, never thought I'd die fighting side by side with a half-elf.
Oh, I'm gonna do a 50-50 grind with that shield. Hold on.
Okay. So wait, did you step into the room now?
I want to let Connor and Emmy's thing play out. I was,
Okay.
I kind of want to. I want to try it.
I mean, go ahead. If anything, I mean, I can help you cover. You know, a little lying. I'm pretty good at that. Little
Funny.
distraction.
So yeah. All right. I'm gonna. Let's say civil hierarchy. And then, yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try casting detect thoughts
Okay.
on out there. It's a intelligence saving throw, which I'm hoping you're not good at. And my spell save DC is a 17.
it's a +3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you delve
It's
deep
really
into his mind. I think he can sense
Yeah.
it when you delve deep, though.
I
Why do you have that dumb look on your face? Oh dear.
Me?
Yeah. You just have like a twisted like.
I feel
Just-
strange. It's like a migraine, but it moves.
Yeah, looks like you're trying to solve an equation.
Oh, well, I was, but that's not... I don't make a face like that when I solve an equation. So what you get the sense of... are you digging deep, or are you just surface level looking for me? Althea.
Connor left the call.
That's a shame.
Migraines don't exist in this area?
All right. So we're gonna say you guys step through because we are short on time.
Yeah, no, I assume we step through as what happens as we're talking.
Big guys.
So they are big.
Yeah, you come through and you see what I described to you earlier. You see this old dark iron dwarf stand up and grow in size along with the two guards beside him, and he says, "You have come into my kingdom."
I'm back. Sorry, my internet went out.
You just read that he's very dwarfy.
Um,
He's
So
just like, I'm a dwarf, gotta be a good dwarf, dwarfing it up.
I'm a dwarf.
Man.
I gotta go fight these Duragard.
Man,
Dwarf.
Rocks are so cool. I
Also,
love
dear God,
rocks.
my kingdom and everything around it is about to implode, and we're wasting time.
oh, sorry.
No, you're not wasting time. I'm sorry, but we are trying to speed things up right now.
Let's
So
fight
then-
these assholes.
So he is on the up and up.
He's a good boy.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. And you can tell he's. I'll say that you're gonna sense a bit of pride when you're probing for thoughts about the axe, and it's because they're more afraid of the legend of him as opposed to
Okay.
him.
Him as a person.
Anything that's actually threatening them.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
And he says, "You
You
have
have a
come
right.
into my kingdom. This is no longer belong to you. And you definitely will not scare us with your legend."
I say in giant, eat butts. I don't know what you're saying.
And I point tomorrow at him and I say, legends die, kingdoms fade. Tomorrow comes.
Exactly. Your kingdom has faded. And now is the time of the Iron Dwarves and the Beast Men and our Lord.
A short age it shall be.
All right, I'm going to clear initiative, and you guys can re-roll. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Make sure you click on your icon before you roll your, or your token. I mean, before you roll your initiative, please.
No problem.
Skis.
and I bet none of this information was ever written down physically, so I can't read it.
Yeah, good roll.
How did we roll the same thing again, Connor?
I know. It's because Sybil and Althea are just kindred spirits.
Apparently.
They're twins separated at birth.
All right.
A fourth.
You had a
Erickson.
sister all along.
I'm a secret Erickson.
So if you all wish to combat them, it is Sebastian's turn.
Yep. I'm going to step back here and bonus action hide, and then step out and throw my
make
sword.
Make
A
a
stealth?
stealth check.
25,
Okay.
and I'll throw my sword at him.
Yep. And you do have advantage because of
Okay.
the hiding, and you will get your sneak attack.
Nope. Probably does not hit.
Who are you throwing it at?
The middle guy.
The middle guy has, let me see, he does have one spell on him already. 13 will hit.
Ooh. So 40 damage. 22 of which is psychic.
Okay.
Nice, dude.
How much is that? 40 total. Okay, yeah. You just said that, actually.
It's like I don't min max, but I do. Because this is hot off the game where I just did like 200 damage in 3 turns as quality.
Oh my
You hear him go, ugh! I need to read one spell real
Listen.
quick to see if it will
See, that's just
react to this.
big grunts are just a dwarf thing. Are you okay, Rosie?
Yes, I need. And that has to be cast at that level. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw of
Okay.
18 is the DC. As you see, there's some kind of what was invisible, some kind of an armor reacting to what you when you hit him, and some kind of flame is shooting back towards you. All right, dex save. If you make it, half as much on a successful one. An evasion can have that again, or no, wait,
Right.
evasion effects
It
that
goes
allow
to
you to make
no.
that turns it to no. So you take no damage as this hellish rebuke arcs across, and you duck under that little column again, and it smashes into the column.
Dragon Slayer, bitch.
And you see the stone red hot with the flames that were heading towards you. You see a nasty grimace on his face. All right. Your turn is over. It is his turn. And he is going to. I don't know why it says spell save is an Eldritch Blast to hit.
It's a spell attack.
Okay, let me click on it somewhere else then.
I love
for
this
some
dude's
reason it's-
mustache.
Not on there. Okay, so it's D20, D20, D20. Their totals are going to be... Wow. Okay, Sebastian does a 12 hit.
Nope.
Ben does a 15 hit.
It does not.
Does a 25 hit.
25 will hit.
All right, you see as he unleashes these bolts, both black and green in energy, just flings them from his simple iron staff. And Sebastian, you dodge out of one, but 2 more come firing out. And one just misses you, and then the second hits you, Aldir. And its damage is a D10 plus his charisma. Oh, that's unlucky.
Oh man.
Plus 15 force damage is going to hit you.
Okay.
So he casts those. He also gets to move. He's going to step down here, and you see all of a sudden these fiery wisps just sometimes seem to ignite around him in random spots. And that is his turn. Now it is Aldir's turn.
Okay. I am.
And this green stuff is just a pool of acid, by the way.
Oh, okay. Cool. Fitting. Because I'm going to run forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when I am about here, so I'll just do it here. I have my battle axe up in one hand, and with my other hand, I am going to move forward. And it is going to look like I have a crossbow in my hand. Like, that's how I'm holding my hand. And then where the bolt would be, there is just this flash of green as I cast Acid Arrow.
Hey.
Okay.
23 to hit.
23 hits. And are you casting it at the king?
At the king, yeah.
Okay.
That will be 8 acid damage.
You just see it like collide into him, and it almost is as if the acid arrow itself is crumpling as he gets hit by it, and it just like oozes all over him, and you're expecting him to be sizzling and burning from the acid, and you hear him just as he seems to be immune to the acid.
All right, no worries. We learned something. And then I will take my last 5 feet of movement to here, actually. And as I go, as part of my movement action, I will don my shield. And that is
Okay.
my turn.
All right. Sybil, it's your go.
On Chandler, I am going to I go 30 feet out. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna like try to fly above the acid, even though it's pretty dangerous. But she's just sort of like gonna quickly go over close to the acid. Oh, is Althea now on it too?
Yeah, I was assuming because I was talking to you, so I assumed I would have gotten up
Yeah,
on it.
I'm okay if you jump on it. Nathaniel, cool with that?
Be careful with
I mean,
Chandler.
if it can hold both of you, then yeah, if you're moving
Yeah,
with the...
I assume like
So that's
Symbol's only
your-
like 100.
So since we're in combat, the way that movement with steeds work, and this is going to count as a steed, is you use your bonus action to make it move.
Okay. And then Sybil is going to cast Guardian of Faith. Guardian of Faith, like right here. So a giant spectral. Can you? Yeah. So a large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in unoccupied space of your choice within that range. So I will create a 30-foot. I'm not sure. It doesn't say if it's like just a space.
Yeah,
Is it
it holds
circle?
that
Is it-
space, and
Yeah.
basically every square that touches it is
Okay.
is under possibly being hit by that.
So, yeah, I want to sort of place it. I'm going to try to make a. Hopefully, I can make a shape and not hate it. Nope, that's not what
That's
I
not
want.
where you want it.
No, because I didn't want to draw. I wanted to create a shape. Draw a shape.
It doesn't matter. Just mark it, and we know it's there.
I think that is a 30 feet range. That's a
No, it's
No, it's
you literally put it in a square, and every square that's touching that is the one. So where do you have it
okay.
located? So if that line is where it's
I will-
located, I know anything that touches that square is affected by it.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Wait.
So that's action, bonus action. Do you want to use your movement? Your movement involves not the carpet moving, but you moving on your own feet.
The thing would have to be here. So anyway, no, that'll be the end of her turn. Sorry about the confusion.
Althea, it's your turn.
Connor, are you muted or are you out of the call?
Still in the call.
Okay, might be having audio problems for Althea.
We'll wait a minute or a couple seconds.
Oh, there we go.
Connor left the call.
Okay, we're gonna move on, and as soon as he gets back, I'll let him take a turn instantly. These are going to these dwarves. You see them raise their shield and a hammer with a pick on one end, and a flat bludgeoning on the other is going to charge at you, Aldir, and is going to slam down with their hammer.
Yep.
I'm back.
Okay, it's your turn, Althea.
I am going to cast Melf's Minute Meteors, and I'm going to spend a sorcery point to transmute it from fire to lightning damage with my meta magic. Boop boop. And then let me mark off a point. So I have 8 little storm clouds floating around me. And with that spell, I can send 2 of them off. Why is it not showing up? Oh, there it is. Okay. Is it not showing up for you guys?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
My internet on my laptop, I don't know why is. Oh, is it
There it
there
goes.
now? Okay. So I'm gonna have it fire right here on that spot. Because it's within 5 feet of the point where it makes contact. Everything has to make a dexterity saving throw. And but first, actually, can I change the order of what I was gonna do? Sorry.
Yeah, hurry up.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna do 2 sorcery points. And quicken spell Mind Sliver on the king. It's a cantrip.
Okay.
And it's an intelligence save of 17. I'm hoping that it works.
Okay. So DC 17 intelligence saving throw.
Damn it.
Oh, he critically succeeds.
Yeah. All right. Then I'm gonna send those 2 little storm clouds hurtling at him to explode right here to get both him and the person next to him, but leave Alder out of it. So they both need to make dexterity saving throws.
They need to make 2 because are you launching 2 of the meteors?
I don't know if they make one for both or if they just make one.
It says once a meteor reaches its destination and impacts, they have to do it. So if you're launching 2, then they have to make it twice for 2 explosions. Okay, so this is for the king for both of them. I may have already... No, only once. Okay. So it fails both, and for the Dwargard next to him, he fails both, right? Yeah, DC 17.
All right, so that's 4 plus 8 for 12 points of lightning damage.
Lightning, okay. After 12 points. Oh, there it is. That's him there. And it puts this one down pretty low. All right.
And that's my turn.
Gotcha. All right, and this Dwargar ran up and with a 7 missed its hammer, trying to slam it down on Aldir. It's going to take its next attack. I'm guessing 11 does not hit.
Nope.
And as you just bash it away with your shield on the second, and this large dwarf just looks at you with contempt. Excuse me. This one is going to run up here in front of the king. Before he gets there, though, he pulls out a javelin that was, I guess, attached to his belt or something behind his back, and he's going to fling it out at Sybil.
Add one more point on to their damage because I took the elemental adept feat and I count ones. And
Okay.
twos.
Gotcha. Will do. Does a 20 hit Sybil?
20 does hit.
You're going to take 10 piercing damage as the javelin comes by and scrapes all the way across one of your shoulders and a little over your back as you try to turn away from it.
Okay, Flame Blade. Flame Blade's duration is Flame Blade's duration is 10 minutes, so I still have it up. So I guess I have to make a concentration roll. So,
Yes, you will. You just got to beat a 10 with a con save.
I clicked it. Why is it going so slow?
I think Roll20 is just being real laggy today.
They might have certain.
Okay, 15 was the first one, but I think both pass.
Yeah, you're good. You managed to contain the spell. All right. Okay, that's one of his moves. He moved into that square, so did the other one, so they're both making dex saves now against your
15.
guardian.
Yes.
And they both fail, so they both take 20 damage.
Nice.
Mhm.
They're both bloodied. Okay.
Is the
And I
guardian
think it lasts till 60 damage has been done, right?
Yeah, until 60 damage has been done, so it's only been 4 so far.
All right. It's
What
going
What was the
to
question about it?
is
then
it
pull out
considered
its...
an ally? Guardian of Faith.
Let me.
No,
believe it
it
might.
is not
I don't
because
know.
you can't cast anything on it, or it doesn't count as a creature in any way.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to, after it threw its javelin while running, it's going to pull out its hammer, and it is going to crash it down on Aldir because it has 10-foot reach with its enlarged status. Does a 14 hit? I don't think it does. He said he had his shield out.
No.
So we're going to move on to
His
Sebastian's turn.
AC is 16, so
Okay, yeah, then it didn't hit.
So if it has reach, does that mean it's in combat with Aldir? I'm asking for my sneak attack.
Well, the one right up next to him is, so that works.
Yeah, but this one hit my sister just now, so I'm focused on him.
I will say no because Aldir cannot attack it.
No problem. I'll bonus action, step back and hide, and
Okay,
then
roll your spell.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I will step out and say that was a no, and I'll shoot my crossbow at him.
Okay.
that was
20's
gonna hit.
no.
Another 40 damage.
Your bolt goes through his head, and at first you see him look like he's going to swing his hammer again, but then he falls over dead, and he just starts to sizzle and burn as he slowly slides into the acid that is eating away at his flesh.
Hell yeah.
All right. Anything else?
That's it. I used my action and my bonus action. I'll move over here, and then that'll be it.
Okay. That makes this guy's turn. He is going to. Althea, I need you to make a 18. What is it? Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Eight.
All of a sudden, you see Althea get shifted as this guy pulls up his rod straight into the air, and you see this like greenish smoke almost come over it, and then his eyes look straight at Althea and put out his hand, and Althea's form seems to twist and contort as she turns into a worm that is just wriggling around on top of the
Oops.
carpet.
Luckily, Sybil will think it's gross and flick it to the
And
ground.
he literally says, "You worm." All right, so he does that, and then he is going to launch his Eldritch Blast.
Sybil appreciates nature.
I just thought Sybil would
She
turn
would-
around and go, yuck, and flick it.
Why does it?
Also, she knows that's her friend. She saw it happen. How dare you?
How dare I? I'm sorry.
All right, there. I changed that. Maybe that'll fix it, and I can actually roll it.
Good.
Yeah. All right, that's let's see. He'll do one to each of you that are not worms. So the first one is for Aldir. The second one will be Sebastian. And the third one is Sybil. All right, so 13, does that hit you, Aldir?
13 does not hit me, no.
Does an 18 hit you, Sebastian?
Absolutely.
I shielded Faith, Sebastian.
Ooh. I think you can't do that as a reaction.
Yeah, that's a bonus action, not a reaction.
It's a bonus action. Shit. Why is it a bonus action?
Because it's
I'm
thinking
of shields.
concentration and
Yeah.
you still it on people, yeah.
It's more permanent than
Yeah.
shield. Yeah.
That's
All
it.
right. Okay, so Eldritch Blast, and oh god, the damage isn't on there yet. So it's a D10 plus 5. So that's going to be 13 force damage hitting you, Sebastian.
I'll
Did it,
take 7 of it. I'm kidding.
12 doesn't hit Sybil.
okay. You said it does not? Okay.
Does not.
And then he is going to shift up here, and then up here. Oh, his turn started near that thing, so he needs to make a dex save.
I think it's just when you move in or near it. So
Oh, okay.
he started it. It was cast when he was there, so he doesn't have to take the damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, I think it's whenever they're in its reach.
Well, it does say when they move into the square on their turn. And he did not
Yeah,
move
it's different
into
than
a square.
Spirit Guardians. Spirit Guardians is on the beginning of each creature in its turn, so that's really...
Okay. So that's his turn. It's Aldir's turn.
Yep. Swinging with tomorrow. I throw down my shield, so that's back to Duelist. First attack on the big Duragar in front of me, 28.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Slash him across the knees, 14 slashing damage. Is he still up?
He is down. You see the blood squirting out of his legs and from all the other damage he takes, and he seems to just lose all strength and pass out.
Sick. Then I am going to move, dash, and I shout, "Tomorrow comes!" as I come up here. And I swing, 26.
That'll hit.
Okay, 12 slashing damage. Third attack, just the backhand of that first swing, 19.
That will also hit.
9 slashing damage. I'm going to action surge.
He's
I'm going
doing
Give me one second. Let me catch up with this healing. This damage. That's 21 damage.
Mhm.
All right. So that's going to put him at this much. All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 19.
Oh, actually, I forgot. There's one thing he has on him since you're now in his space. Okay. So
Yeah.
you hit with those other two. Go ahead and roll them, and then I'll roll the damage from the flames from the fire shield.
Would I take my damage with each hit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to
In
cast.
addition, whenever a
Mhm.
creature within 5 feet of you hits you with a melee attack, the shield erupts with flame.
Okay, then when I hit him with the 19, I'm going to cast Absorb Elements before the flame hits me with my reaction.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it at a second level.
All right, can you? Yeah, thank you.
And so I have resistance to fire damage until the start of my next turn. And I get to, the next time I hit it with a fire attack, not on this turn, but on my next turn, I will get to do an additional 2d6. Because I casted it second level.
Okay.
So I have resistance for the fire damage for the 19 and the 20, though.
Okay. But go ahead
and
and
roll the
roll
damage,
damage on them.
19, 20. So that is 18 in addition to the 21.
All right. This guy is looking almost bloodied.
And now, when you all, the next person who uses a spell on this guy, he will have disadvantage on his saving throw. Because of Eldritch.
What's causing that?
Eldritch Strike. It's my 10th level feature.
Can you click on it so I can read it? Because I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I don't actually have it on my sheet, but I will put it on my sheet and then bring it up.
All right. Now he's got to roll. You hit him 5 times?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So 5, 10 d8 then is what you're going to take.
And I will have...
And then you'll have it,
4.
obviously. Yeah.
Okay, so I will have 22 to 11, so then that becomes 15 plus 18, so that is 33.
By the way, your Eldritch Strike is only for you on him. It makes it's
Oh,
a
a
next.
spell you
The creature has
cast, okay.
disadvantage on the spells you cast
Yeah,
before the
okay.
end of your next turn.
Okay.
So your next turn, if you cast a spell on him, he has disadvantage.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. And you see these little wisps of flame with every strike that you bring across him just kind of licks at you and burns you and singes you in different areas. All right. Sybil, it's your turn.
Okay, so start of my turn, I'm just gonna shout, "Hey, are you doing okay?" and cast Healing Word on Aldir at a 5th level. So that should be probably a lot. And then with my action, I am going to point at the bearded king dude and just say, I can't really come up with an insult for you. Your beard's kind of sick, and cast Guiding Bolt at a 4th level.
He also needs to make concentration checks on keeping polymorph on me.
Oh, yes, you're right. Thank you.
And Guiding Bolt fails horribly again, but at least Eldir gets 26 health.
All right, you... Wait, is polymorph? Yes, it is concentration. So yes, after Aldir was striking him, you pop back into Althea.
Huh. That was gross.
And Guiding Bolt again fails horribly.
Okay.
My thanks, Lady Sybil.
Maybe it's about the bolts we made along the way.
Oh, shut up. Just kill the thing.
All right, it is Althea's turn. As you see Althea wiggling on her feet for some reason.
Do I still have my storm clouds around me?
I think it would have dropped.
Yeah, I think it dropped.
Yes, just because you lose the other. Well, can you link the spell again? I want to see what the components for the spell are. Yes, because you lose the when you lose the ability to use the components, then technically you lose concentration.
Damn it. No, that was pretty rude of you. And I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt at him. 4th level.
Okay.
Hold on, let's see something here.
Yeah, hold
let's
on.
check something out.
Nope, that is gonna hit you.
Go for
Well,
it.
hold on. I wasn't on the screen. I keep my character sheet on the big screen, like on a separate window. But I can also I'm going to have why can't I click on her? Okay. Have stepped here on the carpet and then made a jump, and as I was midair, casted it and used my bonus action to move 10 feet to the side with my tempestuous magic
Okay.
and cast it from here.
All right.
Sick.
I did like a dope ass cartwheel off, like an aerial. Whew.
Over
And-
acid.
Yeah.
Whew.
And boop boop.
Let's kill him.
And- and I treat the why did it so that one is actually a 2. Actually there are 3 2s, so add 3 more points to that. So 23 plus 3 more is 26 because there were 3 1s that I rolled.
He will take all 26. The fool, the dullard.
Ha ha ha! Don't turn me into a worm, you ugly fuck.
Oh, vicious.
Oh, I
mockery.
lost my accent. Don't turn me into a worm, you ugly fuck. And then I'm just gonna, I guess I'll just stay there. No, I'm gonna move over here behind the pillar.
All right.
Actually, no.
That's some chunky damage.
And with the elemental adept, I don't know if he has been resistant or not, but I ignore resistances and immunities to lightning damage.
Yeah, he seems like he's been taking the full brunt of your lightning damage.
Cool.
Sebastian, your go.
All right, so I'm gonna step over here, and with my bonus action, I'm just gonna and suck the shadows like out of the wound that I left in him, and it'll just dissipate and come into my hand as my sword again, and I'm just gonna throw it right back into his face. And 19,
That hits.
and he's engaged with Eldir, so
Yep.
26 plus 17, that's not an even 40 this time. I don't know what that is. What is this world where I'm not just rolling straight 40?
Unfortunately, he had to do over 40 damage.
Yeah, it's 43.
Yep, 43 damage.
And he is looking really beat up right now.
And then that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Now it goes to his turn. And he's going to reach down towards Aldir and say, "You think you have won. But the damage is already done. And you all will pass away. Every single one of you will no longer be in this land." And he's going to cast Shocking Grasp at you.
Yep. What type of save do I make?
I don't think it's a save.
It's an
a
attack.
melee, it's
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not Shocking Grasp. It's Burning Hands. My bad.
Burning hands.
It is a DC.
But I have resistance to it, idiot.
Vicious mockery.
What am I making?
It is.
I'm pretty sure Burning Hands is
It's a
dex
cone,
save.
actually. And so it's a
Ooh.
dex save.
Alrighty.
I went to Burning Hands in 2017.
10. So I will take 7 fire damage. You go down to a point of HP that's pretty nice.
Nice. And then radius.
What is that random arrow across the screen?
Each creature in a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high, centered on a point within range. Oh, within range. The range is 60. Oh, that's just one spot. That sucks. All right, he's not going to do that. He's going to.
Althea's just taunting him, like, come on, hit me.
On Sebastian, Cass. Everything has to be at this level. Shouldn't be asking me. I need you to make a DC 18 con save, Sebastian.
Okay.
Sybil is going to counterspell.
What level?
3rd level.
All right, I need you to roll.
What
10
do I
plus
roll
the
again?
Spell's level. You got to roll spell's phase. If the casting of the
Isn't it
spell
intelligence?
makes make an ability check using your spell casting ability. So for you, what is that? Charisma.
Charisma? Yeah. So do I just roll
you
just
roll-
a straight charisma check?
Yep.
I put some blinkers in the chat.
20!
Yeah, you cancel out the blight spell. Actually, you know what?
Counterspell, the counterspell.
Yep.
Counterspell the counterspell? God damn!
So I do need you to roll that Constitution saving throw.
All right.
I'm going to use cutting words and just say, you motherfucker! And hopefully decrease the damage.
20.
All right, you pass. So with the blight spell passing, half as much on a successful one.
Can you also reduce it by 7?
Okay,
just
so that
cutting
means
words.
you're going to take half of 38 is 4. Nope, not 14. 19 minus 7 is 12 damage of necrotic, I believe it is.
I'll take it.
Oh, actually, there's a 5 on there too, so we got to have that 3. So 12, 15 total.
15. I'll take it.
All right,
Yeah, better than
and that's his
38.
turn. Aldir, it's your turn.
Tomorrow comes.
Yep, do it. Hit.
All right.
Hit,
12,
hit.
10, 11.
How do you kill him?
All right.
Yeah.
I lop off one leg with my first hit, and as he falls with the next one, when he falls to his waist on one side, I just grab him and take him off at the waist, and then I've got him down to like my size as he's enlarged, and I think he starts to like shrink. And Aldir brings him in close and says, "We all die." And then I just bring my axe down on his head, and then I let go of Tomorrow, and he falls back with it embedded into his skull.
I subtly cast
And you
message
see-
to Sybil, and I say, did that turn you on as much as it turned me on?
What?
As soon as she says that, you see his eyes twitch and look at you, Aldir. His hands shake, and it's as if the last little spasms seem to be running from his brain down to his spinal column, and he just mutters, "The end is still here." and you feel everything rumble around you all. And you feel like something black out of this doorway, this gate below you, something black just explodes the iron rods of them and shoots so quickly past you. You feel the rush of wind and the sound of it all happening so quickly just overtake you. And you see a black dragon, enormous,
Oh fuck!
that flew into the room and lets out a horrible shriek. I need you all to, once I click on it, to do the instruction. Need you all to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
Yeah, natural 20.
Damn, 7.
I have advantage against dragons.
I'm
Apparently,
going to use the bardic inspiration that Sybil gave me. What D is that?
it's a D10.
Please don't fuck me. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. 21. No, 22.
All right. So, Sebastian and Althea, you are shaken but not frightened. The other two, you literally have the frightened effect on you. As this thing lets out a horrible roar, and then it will. Oh, I hate how these windows open.
It didn't rush by me, did it?
Well, it rushed through the whole room.
But like close enough for me to get an opportunity attack.
It
Nope.
was too quick.
Okay, it is going to bend down and just growl in your face, Aldir. And then it looks at all of you and it says, "You can take this back. But the goal is made. The treaties are fulfilled. This world will cease to remain as it is." Then you can feel the walls shaking and pebbles and dust are falling off of the ceiling and the walls as he speaks. "And I shall become ancient, while all of your lives and the ones that you know will never breed again, and you will never know what a full life is." And it's going to reach down and gulp up the Dwargar, who shrunk after he died, of course, which I forgot about. And it's going to swallow him whole with tomorrow in it. And then he is going to start to fly out. He can get to here. Aldir just took his turn technically, and then this guy stepped in. Sybil, I believe, are you one of the ones that have? Yeah, you have the frightened, so you cannot get
Yeah,
close to him. And I believe you can't. You have disadvantage on attacks against him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sybil is going to use her bonus action to get. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this, but when I cast Guiding Bolt and Healing Word and all that, I wanted to get rid of my flame sword. So she's going to use this sort of steed action with the magic carpet, go 30 feet, and then she's going to use her actual movement to run 15 feet behind Sebastian. And she is going to cast Bless on him. Actually, she's going to cast Shield of Faith on him.
Okay. And then it is Althea's turn.
I'm sorry, did you just curse me to never have children or live a full life?
All of your kind will cease to exist here.
I don't know what that
All right.
Very soon, and he puts his hand on the doorway.
Don't really take kindly to being threatened. So, black dragons, are they lightning?
You don't know. If you don't know, you don't know.
And I can say definitively, Althea does not know.
Well, always time to learn.
We're at your
I'm
uncle's
actually-
house, but you are my daughter.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast lightning bolt. 3rd level. However, I'm going to. Oh shit, that is. And I'm gonna use my bonus action for tempestuous magic to back up 10 feet as I do it,
Okay.
and then continue to run behind. And I'm actually, because I know, not because I know, but just because I don't know. Just out of sheer curiosity, I'm gonna do cold damage. I'm transmuting my lightning bolt into a line of cold for 37 cold damage.
Okay, and does that spell half if they fail?
Yes.
All right. So he's going to take 19 lightning damage. And you see it run through him, and it does affect him fully, but he laughs at it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you said you're changing it to cold?
Yeah.
He takes the cold damage, and he laughs at it.
Okay.
Sebastian, your go.
All right, I'm gonna look at Sybil and I'm gonna say, I have to help our new friend, and I'll go over here, and I say, how about side by side with a friend, and I'll cast heroism at a 2nd level. So it makes us both immune to being frightened, and we gain temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability modifier 6 each turn,
Oh,
or each. Yeah.
Brian, I love you.
I love you too. And then that's my turn.
All right.
One creature you touch is imbued with bravery until the spell ends. The creature is immune to being frightened. See, it's immune to being frightened, but what if it is frightened?
I think it breaks it. Because you gain the immunity, so the frightened then just dissipates.
Okay.
I'll make sure, but you can go to
Yeah,
the
that's
next
fair.
turn. Well, I guess let me see. Immune to.
That's fine. All right. Anything else from Sebastian?
Nope, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Aldir, it's your turn.
Okay.
Your weapon is deep within its belly.
Yep. I am going to, now that I'm not afraid, I'm going to dash 25, or I'm going to move 25 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to come right here. And then as a bonus action, after using my action to dash, I am going to lower my hand and, do when Henry Cavill, cocked his arms before he got into a fist fight in Mission Impossible. I do that, but when I do, I summon my packed weapon, which is tomorrow.
LOL. Oh, I'm hungry again.
So I basically have just gotten here. I have tomorrow in hand, and that's my turn.
Yeah, and you hear him like something seems to have upset his stomach, as something that was in there just simply vanished instantly.
That's right, baby.
All right. And now it is his turn, and he is going to 60 feet. How far are you? 55. Perfect. All right.
Do I not have like any cover? Because I was like getting behind the statue.
Nope. He first points his snout down, and you hear him growl, and all of a sudden you see like smoke rising from the corners of his lips, Aldir, and then he rakes his head up straight, and during that, just a splash of acid comes flying forward.
Okay, I have resistance to it, and then I'll make my dex. I'll take the dex saving throw. Oh, natural 1. Good thing that I have resistance to it. I will.
To Dexter?
So that becomes what, 29?
No, half of 54 is 27.
Yep, my bad.
Oh my god, I'm 1 off. Shit.
Yep, you'll take 54 acid damage.
Oh fuck.
And he is going to make a. Oh no, he can't do that this time. He's going to. Dang it! Move here. Nope, he's going to stay by the doorway and try and block it. And now it is Sybil's turn.
Can I do anything to unfrighten myself?
Magic can do it.
Magic.
Other things
Gotcha.
that say they end that kind of condition. Oh, you actually roll for it at the end of your turn, I believe.
Okay.
A creature can
So-
repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Okay. Well, I already had a turn that it ended, but that's fine. Okay. I am going to. Oh, I don't. I'm going to cast a mass healing word at a 4th level and just shout, "We can do it!" but seem very unconfident.
Okay. We got to go in a couple minutes, guys, so put some
Yeah.
damage on this thing, please.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
Will it ever pop up? Come on, Roll 20. Why are you doing this to me?
Althea, what do you want to do while she's waiting for things to roll?
Yeah. Okay, everybody gets 14 health back.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I am going to go 5, 10. Shit. Oh, yeah. I can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then I'm going to. I'm just going to lightning bolt him again.
Okay.
Um,
He's got to make a dex save, right? He failed.
Ooh, heck yeah. And there's 2 more points added onto that, so it's 25. And I know that he does acid, so I'm not going to bother changing that lightning. So it's 25 lightning. And then I'm going to quicken spell. You know what? I'm going to quicken spell Mind Sliver.
Okay.
And so I need an intelligence save, which he's probably going to pass. Hopefully not, though.
Sorry, it's coming. I clicked on it.
Do you mind if I?
Yeah, what was your action you were going to use?
Oh, I was just gonna let that be the end of my turn, and then try another wisdom save, but it failed very badly. So I'm still
Okay.
very scared of the dragon.
And you can make attacks against him. It's just at disadvantage, and you can't get any closer to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. I meant to heal myself. Oops.
All right. So that is Sybil and Althea's turn. Sebastian, it's your go.
So I'm gonna duck down on these little steps, and I'm gonna kind of like do a little roll over here, and just kind of try to be hidden from it. So stealth, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
They're a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah, you use the weird glow of the radiant thing that Sybil has on the ground, and through that you are disguised with your clothing color, and you roll across and
Yeah,
pop up without him knowing you're going to be there.
and then I'll take a shot on them.
Go for it.
Actually,
You have advantage because of the
yeah.
hide.
Yeah, I'll take a shot on them. 17 to hit.
That does hit. You have advantage. Roll to see if you crit.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
So the 18 plus 26.
Yep, that's 44.
All right. Anything else?
That's it. That's my turn. I'm fast. I hide. I already hid.
Do you get a second attack?
Not because I bonus action hid.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Aldir, it's your turn, and this thing looks furious.
Yep, I'm going to get in front of it, and I'm going to try to hit it 3 times. Wow.
The 20 will hit.
God fucking damn. Sorry. Fuck. 9 damage. And then I'll bonus action second wind, but that's my turn.
All right, it's going to use one of its legendary actions for this round and make a tail attack against you. 28 will hit, I'm assuming.
Yep.
You get 12 bludgeoning damage after you strike it. It smacks you with its tail.
Okay.
All right. And now it's back to its turn. Wait. All right. So I got to roll a 6-sider to see if he gets this back. He does not. So he's going to bite.
I cast shield.
Okay.
I use my ring to do it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you have +5 to your AC. I'm guessing that means 17 doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
All right. Then he's going to claw.
Claw will hit.
He takes 17 slashing, and then he claws again.
Yeah. 28 will hit.
And 11 slashing.
Okay.
And I need anybody within 120 feet of him that hasn't been feared by him yet. So the two of you that passed before, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw DC 16 or be feared.
Sebastian's immune.
I am immune.
Okay.
Ah!
You have the frightened condition. You are immune to it. Also, Aldir, because you've snapped out of it once before, so you're immune to it happening to you again. And technically, you're immune to it as well, Sybil, but you still have the effect from the last one.
Yep. I moan and shout, "Just kill it!"
Yep, and it is Sybil's turn.
Sybil is going to cast Mass Cure Wounds on. Actually, no, it's not even worth it. I'm just going to hit it with disadvantage. I'm going to try Guiding Bolt again. Has the range. I'm going to try it at a 5th level. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm doing it at my highest level too, so please let the damage be good. So that is 25 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, it roars in anger as you strike it with this, and your radiant energy is covering it in several places.
And I'm going to shout, "Aldir, we can do it!" and cast Healing Word on him at 4th level. So that'll be 19 healing for him.
Thank you.
And that's the
Okay.
end of my turn.
It is going to use one of its legendary actions, 2 of their legendary actions actually, to do wing attack. I need a DC 19 Dex save from you, Aldir.
13.
You are going to be knocked prone, and you're going to take 2d6 plus 6. 16 bludgeoning damage as it whips its wings in front of your face, causing you to go prone. And it screams out, and it says, "You have not seen the last of me." And it's going to come through here, and it pushes, and you see the bricks break as it tries to squeeze its way out.
Can I take an attack of opportunity?
Sure, you're at disadvantage because you just got knocked on your back.
It got hit with guiding bolts. That's normal.
Okay,
18.
that'll hit.
10 slashing damage.
It'll use its last legendary action in this turn to tail attack you.
19 will hit.
Well, actually, let me roll it
Actually, no,
again.
it doesn't because I had shield. It's hasn't been my turn.
okay,
yeah.
My
Shield
AC
up,
Yeah,
is
19 does
21.
not hit you. You're right. It does not do damage. And then it is going to fly at a very fast pace that I don't know if you guys can keep up with. Can any of you keep up with doing 160 feet per turn?
Nope.
No.
No.
Damn,
That's
half of
60.
its flying speed?
You see it flies through there and everything as it's breaking down this, and you can hear it roaring and shooting its acid everywhere and batting its wings as it's flying along. You feel everything start to shake and that you need to escape somehow. And you all follow it through that gate that had opened, and you start winding through random passes, Aldir being able to lead you through his sense of stonework. All of you sensing the dangers of falling items and using your magic carpet to get around things quicker sometimes and to get people up heights. And as you run for several minutes with things collapsing behind you, you finally come out into what seems like a cave entrance where the tunnel leads, and you're up on a high mountain. And as you look down off the edge of this mountain, and you see the entrance to a dwarven kingdom that is built into the side of the mountain. And you see all of these beast men, some flying, some crawling, some running, some riding, all scattered about and fleeing the dwarven kingdom, as you see dwarves with some other different races, elves and humans and other sorts, start to charge and push them back out of their hold. And then you see the lights, the colors of crystals start to form around the 3 visiting heroes.
Here. And I hold out the color spray crystal to Sebastian.
Oh, thanks.
I wish
I look at it and I do that. I mace myself like jackass.
I wish that we had had more time. I wish that we had had more time together. Thank you. I will never forget you.
And
All of you.
Sybil will remind me of you as I'm color spraying myself.
And you guys just hear Sebastian go, "Ah!" and then all of a sudden it is as if he was never there. And Sebastian, you are painfully flying through space again.
Bye.
You feel like you awaken where you last were, and you look over, and you and Sybil both give each other a knowing glance for just a moment, and then go back to normal. And Althea, you come in and hear your uncle still plathering on, and the 2 doofuses playing at the tree at something. And Aldir, you look over the kingdom of your families and your cousins, and you know that you had victory that day. And then you look up to the sky with both its moon and its weird crystal moon that seems both perfect and completely polished, flickering lights of different colors. And you see the silhouette of the dragon cross in front of them as it flies across the sky. And that has
That's
been
the
today's
dragon.
adventure.
Yeah.
Almost killed a second dragon.
Nice. That was super fun, Nathaniel. Thank you. So hey,
But
everybody.
the only person who's there to revive me.
So hey,
Sorry.
everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Sunken World Saga. We've just had a new episode of our Lion's Hope adventure go up on our YouTube channel, and if you come to this channel next week, you will be able to see the continued adventures of the Thorns. So thanks a lot for stopping by. Thank you, Nathaniel, for DMing, and thank you, 3, for playing.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Thanks so much.
Love you.
Bye.